Thanks for all the background noise, Bis.
No problem.
Hi, everybody.
They try and professionalize me.
We're live.
We're live from San Francisco.
No.
We're live from Chicago.
Live from Nabisco.
What are you doing in my co?
No, Nabisco. Oh yeah, I should show the plush I got the other day at some point.
Shorty pushy.
I want to make a plush sometime of the bean bug.
I want to make a plush of you.
Sitting.
Yeah. Also make. Imagine if we made plushes of sad, angry Miyamoto.
No. Okay, we're gonna start with John Gagz again, because apparently we missed the main thing that is new for Sage.
I
mean, I should have included that the file name is John Gagz Blitz Tester. That we should have tried Blitz mode.
Otherwise known as below.
You're gonna have to read the chat for me again, Bis, because this is full screen only.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that.
The dev said they apologized for not having options because they focused on Blitz mode instead. I had some kind of explanation about why the parallax was how it was, but I didn't really understand. He said something about the graphics being JPEGs and Unity. I didn't really get it.
Job doink.
Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Hey, there's the Sage logo. It's always sitting there ready for us. Oh, John Gagz is happening twice on my computer right now.
The gagging has begun.
There are two John Gagz on my computer.
You've got a gaggle of Jonathan.
Commercially licensing Miyamoto's likeness so you can sell plushes of his enraged face. The angry crying. Oh, hey, I can play this game without being clicked into the window. I think.
John Gagz twice.
No, I do have to click into the window. Okay, you have to read the chat for me. I also said you can wall jump with V or something like that.
Wait a second, no, go back to the title screen. Go back to the title screen.
Can't. Can I? No, this is as much as I can do.
Oh no, it has it here as well. This game has been in development since 2011.
Epic style.
This is a 10-year game project.
Job doink.
Well, there's some new art. Make big scores in 2 minutes. How do you feel about this John Gagz, Bis? How does this John Gagz make you feel?
I'm not a super big fan of like the ridges for the eyebrows, but like
This is
I think
John Gag's true
looks better
appearance.
simplistic.
The true look of John Gagz. This is the first time I've revisited a game during one set of Sage streams, I think.
Yeah, that pretty much never happens.
But we also don't usually get comments from developers.
Split plus 300.
We got one last year, I remember, where there was, I forget the name of the game. But the person was like, I'm sorry I made such a trash game, and I was like, no.
Oh.
And they said, this is... And I was like, I'm sorry if we were harsh on it. They were like, no, you were fine, this just makes me want to improve it.
Which game was it?
I don't remember. I remember you played as a cat.
Oh, was it Dash Cats?
I don't remember what it was called. You played as like a grey cat.
You can get a shocking amount of speed in John Gagz. This is the sort of stuff I was seeing in the trailer that made me think this was like...
Because it's in Blitz mode is where you do this, apparently. And we missed out on that last time.
Yeah, we really did just completely fuck it up and, like, not show the best part of this. You know what's stuck in my head at the minute? Rayman singing Sex Bomb.
That's funny because that song... We were watching The Simpsons the other night and that song was in it. Right after we had been talking about that song.
It's just so interesting how they didn't use the original version.
I think it may have been the original version they used.
Go!
And the more popular version is not the original? Don't quote me on that, though.
Chroma says, oh, that reminds me, I spoke a bit poorly of the Cream game last time. And I saw the dev actually responded to some criticism of the writing pretty positively. That's good.
What Cream game?
Cream 64.
Oh, that one.
Oh
the one I
shit!
wasn't sure we'd be able to play.
Gagz is going!
Did you say Gex?
Gagz is going!
Oh, Gagz. Makes more sense. Fortunately, for the developer of this, I gotta say, I don't feel like this is much more engaging than the rest of the game was. Which I feel bad if they've been working on this for 10 years and everything, and it's like, I don't know, it's just not. Sorry, John.
Never
you guys
gonna
do
win
it for me.
Yeah, you can never win them all, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I need to see if I able to comment on my thing.
This, you know, I just feel bad saying that on somebody who has been willing to put so much work into their game project for so long, you know? It's like you want to be encouraging, but like... I don't know, at least I appreciate, you know, the effort that went in, as always.
Yeah.
But... it's a difficult thing, you know?
Personally, this is why I just don't care what anybody says about anything I do ever. I just make things for myself. And in fact, if anybody else says that they don't like my work, I am like, well, I don't care. Play something else, asshole.
Well...
Which is probably an unhealthy overcorrection, but I fucking choose to do it.
There's the plush I got the other day, by the way. It was a makeshift plush. I definitely hope that someday I have enough success that I could do a plush on there. Because it really only works if you have like enough people who are willing to order it. So as for the YouTuber Izzy's, I thought this plush was really fun.
God, having a plush is so cool.
I've been watching my bunny. He's in the box next to me, and there's little holes I can see him through. And he was earlier sleeping with his back against one side of the box. And since I've looked away, he has now flopped against a completely different side of the box. But still doing the exact same thing. It's kind of funny. He's a funny little guy. He's smarter than you'd think too, because he gets excited when he hears me filling up my water bottle, because that usually means I'm going to give him his food next. But he only gets excited if he hears me doing that at night, not if I do it during the day before my bike rides. So he gets the difference of the time of day. Which I don't know, I wouldn't expect a rabbit to do that.
That's pretty impressive for a beast.
Let's do Project Rascal now. You were mentioning that one. Is one you wanted me to do. Let's hope it's not too loud and is not full screen only. The Holy Grail of Sage. A game that's reasonably volume, that has reasonable volume and is not full screen only. That's what we hope for here.
Sasha. What are we playing next?
Project Rascal. Because you said that was what you wanted me to do.
This one is apparently, from what I hear, maybe by some of the people that did Sonic
Okay,
GT.
no luck. This is also full screen only and it's allowed.
Oh.
No luck. Oh, also it has just begun on its own. This is another character whose face looks like the Robo-Ball from the game Robo-Ball. Okay, this one lags a little bit, and also it has no settings, so... Oh wait, yes it does. Oh nice, they just can't get them until you begin the game.
That's annoying. I
Why
think
is the resolution 320 by 200? What? Why is it so small? It doesn't look that small while I'm playing it. There we go. Full screen off. Can't change it off.
I wonder if full screen is just the most convenient thing for like testing maybe? Well, no, not testing, but like when you're like
Oh, I can't change most of these settings. They're just there.
Unity and Unreal, you can like play the game
there we
without
go. Full screen
launching
off.
its own window, right?
Why is it tiny now? What happened? No, what? Oh, I realized it hasn't been captured during any of this either. So I guess that's fine. There it is. Okay, we're good now. So it does have windowed mode.
Windowed, as it's known in the industry. Geronimo the alpaca has been killed, officials confirm.
Oh.
Geronimo the alpaca has been killed, government officials have confirmed.
So here's Project Rascal. Let's see if I get better performance if I set it to medium graphics. Why does it make it a tiny resolution every time? I don't want it tiny! I don't want the game to be tiny! Okay. Okay, no discernible difference in performance. Well, Sonic Snow Day this is not, as far as performance goes. Also, look at this. See, wait, this is the Robo-Ball! Look! It's like a red and orange Robo-Ball. The Robo-Ball that I'm remembering was yellow and blue. But it looked exactly like this. It had ears like that.
I'm looking at
Everybody's ripping
Robo-Ball
off
now.
a Robo-Ball.
Which version? Oh. Oh god, I think I've just seen Robo-Ball.
It was a 3D breakout game.
Okay, no, never mind. This is not Robo-Ball. This is not Robo-Ball. Wait, no, I found Robo-Ball! Yeah. Yeah, it's the same thing. So yeah, I think this might maybe hypothetically potentially be by some of the same people as Sonic GT from what I've heard. Don't quote me on that though.
I don't remember what is Sonic GT.
Do you remember the one where Mighty goes...
Vaguely?
Do you remember that the bosses were pretty god-awful, but like the levels were great?
Oh, it was the one with the really tough boss battles?
There's that one weird line where Sonic's just like, I miss when Shadow was
Hey,
dead.
I did it! Oh yeah. And Tails is
Yeah,
like, Sonic, that's a bit much.
Yeah, the one on way to go
Like how you can just play
on
like
the
this.
multiple streams.
Only for that to
Yeah.
just be the end of the game.
Yeah.
To kick things, press Shift or B will emit air.
God,
Well, the game
seriously,
lagged
bird
really
box.
hard when I broke the glass.
At some point, I want
Let
to
me
play
put
Sonic
Roboball
GT.
on screen. Just so everybody knows how similar this is. Thank you, Biz. I want to stream Roboball sometime. That's a nostalgic game. There it is. It's a WebP file. I hate those. There's Roboball. See? This is just a red Roboball.
Yeah, pretty much.
Who can sprout a body.
Is Roboball like Smart Ball?
Roboball is one of those obscure games that that I feel like only I know of. and played extensively.
The Roboball fandom is dying. Retweet this if you're a true Roboballer.
No!
Oh, it's the OG Roboballer.
Rascal can ride enemies by pressing E or X when the enemy is highlighted. I don't see any enemies. I can swim real good though.
It's swimming time.
WebP files are actually like a, I think they mean like they're a web page. They're part of a web page, I think is what they are, and they point to an image.
Oh no! I think no. I think it must be like something like WebM. WebMs are like
This is WebP.
yeah. WebM will be web movie, and this is web picture.
Let me look it up real quick. Ash explained them to me one time, and didn't like them. An image format for the web, WebP. This is by Google. WebP is a modern image format that provides superior lossless and lossy compression for images on the web. WebP is an image format employing both lossy and lossless compression and supports animation and alpha transparency. Developed by Google, it is designed to create files that are smaller for the same quality, or of higher quality for the same size. Support for the format has increased over the years, and as of May 2021, WebP was supported by 94% of the web browsers in use worldwide. So it is an image format, huh?
I just looked up WebM, right?
Uh-huh.
And you know what the first things that comes up is?
Yeah.
Wiki Commons file Big Buck Bunny 4K WebM.
Apparently it's been being worked on since 2010, but only reached 1.0 in 2018.
Oh.
Why does it take so long to develop an image format?
That's a good question. I do not know.
Apparently animated PNG files have a better file size than GIF or WebP for animations. WebP 2. As of June this year, they are working on WebP 2.
God damn it.
Ish. Wait, 1 second. What is Chroma saying? I see. It's I think they're so common now, Chroma, just because, you know, Google Chrome has the market cornered for web browsing. So their image format has become the popular one. Everything, well, and you know, images on YouTube get converted to WebP.
Google fail as a company challenge.
Did the game break?
Asking so nicely.
Is it loading? What's happening? Is it the end of the demo? Oh. The music stopped. Did anything? Oh, now it's not responding. Okay, there we go. Oh, now there's little collectibles to collect.
Oh, hey, Ash. Oh.
Whee! This game has a nice art style. I will give it that.
Can I be frank for a minute?
I thought you were Bis.
Well, you've peaked comedically. I'm going home.
What's on this game is a bit chungus.
What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, like, me and Arrow didn't like this game aesthetically all that much.
Oh, it reminds me of Hat in Time, which I also enjoy.
I don't know, it just feels a bit like...
Let's try setting the what if I set the quality preset down to low? Also, why does it want to make the resolution so tiny? I don't get it.
The resolution tiny.
It really wants to be a very small game.
Make it a tiny little game, Elena. Fucking do it. Make a micro game, Elena.
But yeah, I was saying, like, I like the broad strokes of this art style. The broad strokes are nice, but then, like, the what's done with it is just kind of bland, and also looks like New Super Mario Brothers sometimes. Look at those cliffs in the distance. Tell me those are not New Super Mario Brothers.
I think
US.
something is just wrong with this game because no matter what I set it to, it doesn't improve the performance at all.
Well, this worked on Arrow's computer.
No matter what I set the graphics to, the performance is just kind of a bit bad.
You still got render distance on high.
Because yeah, if I didn't, then what would the point be to play the game?
Elena, why do you keep embarrassing yourself like this?
What do you mean?
By saying these cringe things.
Scusi?
Why do you say cringe?
Elena.
Oh yeah, also, I don't know if you can
said
see
cringe.
it, or I don't know how it shows up on the stream, but I have a subscriber goal now.
Oh, what is it?
It's to get to 25 subscription points so we can get the beanbug emote.
The foliage does look a bit like fondant. Yeah. Oh yeah, the bubug emote.
We are a Roboball. Let me check on my performance on my computer as a whole. Maybe I can improve that. I'm at 15 out of 25 subscription points currently, it says. So I need 10 more. So I'm getting 99% CPU usage, 54% of which is from Project Rascal, and then the rest is OBS and Discord. So closing Google Chrome isn't going to help. But if you weren't here, I would close Discord, and that would help.
I can BRB while you're doing this one game.
I don't think that's... Well, how about I just close the window? Let's see if that helps anything. Nope.
I mean, it
Change
looks
the
good
thing.
enough to play.
I don't know, it's a little bit It's just a little bit like inconsistent frame rate, which is
Yeah, I
a bit
know.
hard on me.
Okay. But anyway, I was just gonna complain about the game looks a bit more, so I guess we're not missing any valuable commentary.
Well, Bis complaining about the most shallow thing that you could with the game.
It's not fucking shallow. Okay, it's not shallow to say that this starting area is boring and doesn't grab me, and like, I don't know. It's like
I don't care how a game looks as much as how it feels to play it.
Oh, are we really gonna fucking do this? Are we really gonna do this thing?
The game could be like
Where it's
totally
like-
ugly, but if I was having a fun time, it would be okay. However, from not having fun with it and it's ugly, then like there's no then the fact that it's ugly is gonna bother me even more than it normally
I
would.
think it's reasonable. Okay, I think it's reasonable when somebody is launching a new IP, right? Okay. After having experience working on Sonic fan games, to go, well, your new IP doesn't have interesting iconography. Like the main character looks kind of interesting.
I don't know.
Everything else is couched there.
I like how it looks.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I like the broad strokes. I'm just saying that, like, I think this pirate place isn't interesting. It's not gonna, like,
think
it's
it
not
is.
memorable.
I like it.
Okay, that's fair. You're allowed to like it. I just don't.
Makes me think of Hat in Time, which I also really liked the look of, but you famously do not.
Yeah, but I don't know. Hat in Time. I feel like Hat in Time has more memorable places in it. Like, I may not like all the places in Hat in Time, but like, I don't know, I can remember them at least.
Also
Oh my
kind of
God.
makes me
When
think of
when we
Battle for
pla-
Bikini Bottom.
When I played this, well, when Arrow played this game on the stream, we spent a load of time. Well, she
You
was just
played it-
complaining
you
about Hat
played
in Time
it,
in general.
Vicariously.
Yeah. Well, basically, she was complaining about how Hat in Time looks. Well, not looks, but like its environment design and its tone and stuff or whatever.
So you thought of Hat in
I
Time as
complain-
well?
Yeah. I just complained about the first area in Hat in Time.
I
That
love
one
Hat
never-
in Time.
Like,
It's one of my very favorite games ever.
I mean, I like it a bit. It's just the first
I like it very
environment I
much.
don't like.
It has my favorite
I mean, I
movement
like it-
in any video game.
I mean, I need to clarify. Like, Mafia Town is more interesting than Rascal Level 1.
I like
But,
Mafia
like,
Town.
also is out.
That's one of my favorite
Whatever.
areas in the game.
I just don't get the appeal. I don't get why it's supposed to be funny.
It's just random.
That they're mafia chefs. I just don't.
It's just lol so random. Oh, we met the goal.
What the fuck?
We get the beanbug emote. From Chroma.
What the fuck? Chroma is secretly
Thank you, Chroma.
rich? What the fuck?
Well, now I gotta get cracking on the beanbug emote.
Gotta get cracking on that beanbug emote.
I like how Twitch, when I was setting this up, was like, because of the size of your channel, we recommend you make a goal of 20 stream points. And I was like, well, I need 25 to get the emote, so why don't I set it to that? And then, here we go, we've proved them wrong instantly.
Chroma, what the fuck? That's too powerful. How did you just do that? And like, they all happened at the exact same time. There wasn't even a frame between them. Chromatosis, get fucked, Bezos! I love you. You're fucking great.
Around here, we appreciate Chroma. This is a confusing level, by the way. Well, the arrow says this way, I guess.
I am gonna be honest, Elena.
Yeah.
When you get lost in games like this, the first thing I think is like, would a normal person get lost though?
I'm not a normal person.
I mean, you are famously
Oops.
not like you remember you got what? Didn't you used to get? I don't know. I always just think about stuff like the tutorial of SRB2, where like
I
moving
cleaned
a
up.
character.
I used my RAM cleaning program, and that seems to have given us a little bit more performance. By the way.
Oh,
Yeah, you're
cool.
thinking about what?
I just think about. Do you remember when you did the SRB2 tutorial, and it's like move a character separate from the camera, and you just couldn't do it. You just couldn't do it.
Oh.
You're not like, and then I think at the time there was like some sentiment like you just weren't used to 3D games that much, or like, you know, proper like, or like 3D free camera games.
Well, where do I go? Up here? Oh, I didn't even notice that. Well, because the beans were going the other direction, so I turned around to get the beans, and I had no idea that there was a thing over here. Here we go. Finally escaped. So this is basically Sonic, but you're a little robot.
It's what, but you're a little robot?
Sonic.
Okay. It's basically Sonic GT2.
Unlike Spark, for instance, I feel like this is doing less to set itself apart from Sonic other than visuals.
You see, like and the things it's doing to set itself apart just feel like it's generic. Like Spark has a very specific aesthetic and a very specific world. Rascal has Pirate Beach, and that's why I complain about the Pirate Beach.
You could have a Pirate Beach in Sonic.
Well, what's my point? Is that
It wouldn't be
is
out
that
of
it's
place.
not. What's my point? Is that it's like, well, actually, they technically did have.
Also,
one.
they have triangles instead of circles for the springs.
Oh.
So these aren't Sonic springs, they're triangular. Sasha wants to defeat the great evil. We will in just a minute.
The lesson here is that pirates are stinky and lame. Hell yeah.
It seems like it seems like a difficult thing in 3D indie game development is to get the performance good. Because there's a lot of games with more visual fidelity than this that I play on this computer with no problems, even to stream them. But with these little indie games and fan games and such, when they're in 3D, my computer often really struggles to run them. So I think it's just optimization is difficult, by my understanding.
Ham Olympics? Is this a Hamtaro related thing?
Like, speaking of Hat in Time again, I can run that game with, like, highest settings on this computer with no problems.
Elena, did you call Ash Sasha?
No, Sasha wants to defeat the great evil. Sasha redeemed it. See?
Why is Ash saying,
Sasha
oh my
redeemed
God,
to
I'm
defeat
not
the great
Sasha.
evil. It says, small Sasha redeemed to defeat the great evil. That's what I was reading. Oh yeah, I gotta get that bunny emote too. I'll try and get them both at the same time. I didn't see you ask. That got pushed up. Like the top message was the defeating the great evil. Wait, where did I click that? Okay, where is? There he is. Here we go. It's happening. Okay, he's gone. Reduced to atoms. And now I've gotten myself lost and turned around. I hope I'm going the right way. This doesn't look like the right way. This must be the right way, because I haven't seen this before. Oh, that's the exit. There he is. He looks a little bit like a round version of the character from Grow Home. I don't know why my brain has decided that. Thank you for playing. Wait, this art looks a lot better than in game, I will admit.
Let's have a look.
Follow us on Twitter. A suppressor surprise awaits you back in the hub area? What could
Buccaneers
that be?
Beach sounds like a Hot Wheels track level track.
We're gonna play Hot Wheels at the end of this month. This upcoming month. Buccaneers Beach. What's the surprise? This is a surprise that we get to see Rascal take a big dump. Oh, it looks like it's just a playground area. Like a Sonic fan game engine.
Oh.
This looks like a Sonic fan game engine area.
Oh.
Yeah, look, it's got different types of water.
What if I had different types of water? Wouldn't that be fun?
I would drink them all.
Oh.
Yeah. The performance is better in this zone too. That's a lot of physics objects that get spawned when you break these boxes. It's like Roblox. This is a weird thing.
You're a
Over
weird
here.
thing.
I am not.
I'm sorry.
I know you said I was earlier because of the game stuff that I do, apparently. I swear this music makes me think of Roboball too, but I don't remember what the music in Roboball was like exactly. Wow, I'm surfing. I think we might be losing Bis.
There's only so much I can say about Rascal. I'm going to sleep.
No!
No sleep.
No sleep! You can't sleep on the stream!
No, I'm gonna sleep.
No! Oh wow, look! We're driving. I wonder if anybody ever uploaded the Roboball soundtrack. So that was Project Rascal. I wish it ran better on my computer, and I probably could have had more thoughts on it. But I think it's okay. I hope, like, I would be interested to, if they ever finish that, I would be interested to play it, especially if they optimize it. Bis!
Yeah?
We're losing you. Live on stream.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
You gotta wake up, you're on the stream.
I'm gonna sleep.
No!
I'm sleepy.
No!
Sleepy time.
No!
Sleepy.
No!
I'm sleepy and tired. I'm sleepy and tired. I'm sleepy and tired.
We've got more games to get through.
Let's get through them then.
I have a notification on YouTube.
YouTube.
Oh, it's just a reply to a comment, nothing interesting. Roboball soundtrack. Roboball game. Boy, this really is an obscure game. It's really hard to even find anything of it. Here's just video of it. Hopefully it doesn't get copyright claimed like the Neapolitan Uh-Oh Stinky did. Can't believe that got copyright claimed.
I can't believe you got scrappy scrained.
There it is. Alright, let's take a look. There's Roboball. No, it is similar music. Listen to that.
Wait, what's the music?
The Roboball music is similar to the music in Project Rascal. I thought it was. What? I'm sure this is just coincidence, but... That's... Because, like, it is a fair amount different, but... Yes, this is what Roboball looks like, everybody.
Actually open Roboball?
That's just the video of it.
Thomas says, puts at risk. I'm at risk of what?
This is at risk of falling asleep.
That's not a risk. That's a boon. I may finally get some goddamn rest.
Would anybody here be interested in watching me stream this game, potentially? At some point. How do you feel about this as a game I could stream? And also, why is this person picking up all of the negative power-ups? See, this is why I have to stream it, so that I can show you how it's properly played. And also missing all of the money, the gems. Stop picking up the bad power-ups! Stop it! No! Do not! Stop it!
Oh, you're funny. You're funny.
Anyway, that's Roboball. So that's why. You would watch me play it? I'm gatekeeping Roboball from bad play. Oh. You have elevated above just regular bad if you are collecting every single negative power-up. Power down, I guess. Hey, Bis?
Yeah?
Want to do Luigi and the Quest for Nothing?
Here we go!
Bis at risk. There's another similar breakout game I want to do called Boom Voyage. I also used to play that a lot. Boom Voyage, I think, is a little bit higher production value. Game Boy? This is a Game Boy game? Are you still with us, Bis? Bis?
Yeah?
Are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still with you.
No, what? Bis? You gotta wake up, you're on stream.
Okay, I'll wake up one condition.
Bis, wake up, it's 2003.
Sonic Heroes has just been released?
Yeah.
Let's play it.
Oh god, this game's like fucking 7 years old.
7 years? Let me turn it down
Playing a
just a tad.
gatekeeping Roboball from bad players.
Okay, that looks more reasonable. I can't believe Mario is at the Sonic Festival.
Why wouldn't it be? Like, Mega Man's here, Rayman's
What? That's from
Pokemon's
Homestar
here.
Runner. That's the cheat, right?
Is it the yellow little cheetah fucking wedge?
Oh, there was some dialogue, but I didn't read it. Oh, it's got spin jumping, like from Super Mario World. Welcome to Luigi and the Quest for Nothing 2. The cheat stole the nothing from you, and now you must look for him and retrieve it.
Go kill that fucking cheat.
And what year is this? Did this... I remember Homestar Runner being a thing when I was in like 6th grade. 5th and 6th grade. Hey, it's got the Goombrats.
They have it!
And Shy Guys? And Green Stars?
Oh shit, Toad is following you, that's kinda cool.
It's Green Toad specifically for some reason.
It's Grode.
You can't just call Toad Grody just because you don't like him.
No, I'm not calling them Grody. Only Grode's
You died,
partner
retry?
is allowed to call
Well, that was
them
interesting.
Grody.
Who's allowed to what?
Only Grode's partner is allowed to call them Grody.
Oh. Well, I guess that tells me what you are to Toad then.
No, I didn't call green. I didn't call Grode.
You keep saying
Grody.
it.
No, I don't think you understand.
Grode is the same thing.
This Toad is called Green Toad.
Sometimes when you mean Grody, you just call something Grode.
Okay, there is a Green Toad, right? Okay? But everybody portmanteaus the Green Toad's name to Grode, right?
Also,
And
wait,
then
Toad got bigger too when I got a
calls
mushroom.
them Grode-E!
Remember
Why
when I
is this so hard for you?
Remember when I made a level in Super Mario Maker 2 called the Goombrats Have It?
Yeah, I know, I referenced that like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, you said it has Goombrats, and I said, they have it.
Oh, I had that completely passed out of my brain. Luigi can perform wall jumps, while Green Toad cannot. However, Green Toad can pull things like Shy Guys and grass. Press select to switch between characters.
Oh shit, Grode can pull grass? Fucking incredible. I love it. Luigi could jump off of fucking walls like a goddamn parkour master. Green Toad rips grass out the ground.
Green Toad gets the grass. There was a Luigi head as the goal. Wait, where's that little do? That's Super Mario Bros. 3, right?
Yeah. Wait a second.
The plain old planes?
Sideways blocks?
Yep.
Sideways blocks?
New and innovative gameplay mechanics for the Mario series, sideways blocks.
Wow, they finally just decided to reintegrate Crash Bandicoot mechanics. Luigi looks at his Twitter replies, saddened as his tormentors once again remind him that he will never touch grass. Good.
But Toad will. Toad touches grass.
Imagine if Toad touched ass.
He does.
Oh.
Luigi's.
Oh.
Yeah, Luigi is the one who calls him Grody.
One second. What? Let me try and remember what a Luigi voice is like.
P.
I can't do a Luigi voice.
It's a Luigi.
There's only one Luigi voice.
Mario.
Say Grody in Luigi's voice.
Grody.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty great, actually.
Mario. It's just a bird.
The only Luigi quote I can do well is just I'm the bird.
I just stomped on a living book.
Wow, that's
Wait, this is
pretty
a
out
Shovel
there
Knight
for
mechanic
Mario.
where you jump on the book and then the thing happens.
This is shockingly good.
Wow. This is much better
Like-
than Isekai Mario.
Yeah, like, do you remember how we were talking about how a lot of people underestimate maybe what it takes? Like, I don't know, like, the subtleties of making a
Oh yeah,
Mario
because that's
feel
what I
like
was
a
talking
Mario.
about during Isekai Mario, so I brought it up.
Yeah. This just feels right.
There's more that goes into making a Mario game feel like a Mario game than you might think, I think.
So, Elena, do you think this is, C&D worthy?
Cease and desist?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think anything is.
No, but I mean, no. Do you, if you
If
were
I was
Nintendo,
Nintendo?
would this game threaten you?
Let's get some sad Miyamotos in chat to find out. If you think that that Nintendo would take this down, if you were Nintendo, put some sad Miyamotos in the chat to show how much you think that would happen. I'm not wording this very well.
Chromator says
I recognize
from
this
the title,
music. What's this from?
Chromator says from the title, I definitely expected more. Luigi travels over the ocean on an egg type stuff. Yeah, I thought this was gonna be
So
a
let's just
shit
put
post,
many of these in here.
but this is actually
This is
kind
actually
of
a
just
sequel.
a good game mostly.
This is the second one that they've done, apparently.
Oh.
Luigi and the Quest for Nothing 2. Hey, this is from Mario Maker. This is a Mario, but this is a Maker thing. The one-way thing. He invented those for Mario Maker. So what happened to Luigi? He's dead.
Well, he's dead.
Yeah, I can't switch to him anymore. What happened to him? What's this song from? Does anybody remember? Do 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 do. They were in March of the Minis? Really? Were they? Did they look exactly like that?
I think this might be Mario Kart.
Really? I know this song, I just don't remember where.
I'm gonna mute you for a second while I try and think of this.
Oh, do you have to hit them? I like that they brought back throwing vegetables in Captain Toad. Oh!
Is it Double Cherry Pass?
Wait. It's 3D World music?
Oh no, this is 3D World, because I can remember in my head it's like Big Band.
Wait, this is originally... This is a Game Maker game.
Yeah. It is Double Cherry Pass! I fucking got it! I'm a genius!
I've only played that game once now, so... it would explain why I didn't remember the music. Mamma mia, looks like an error occurred. Please show the following message to the developer. It will be copied to the clipboard. Error in action number 1 of alarm event for alarm 1 for object Mario poll. Unable to find any instance for object index 42 named object Mario at GML object Mario poll alarm 1.
Wow. So you died as you were plucking something, and it's basically that's the problem.
Well, misinterpreted that well.
Oh, thank you. I'm a genius.
Let's see if it saved my progress.
I think this is why a decent number of games don't actually delete the player character when you die. They just, like...
My game doesn't.
overwrite them.
Gray area does not do that.
Actions. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we can continue. You're not finding the one-way things in March of the Minis? Maybe you're just a liar and a cheat? Oh no, Chroma's the cheat that stole the nothing?
I've never watched Homestar Runner, I don't think I ever will. It seems like it was before my time.
There was a kid that I knew in 6th grade who was into it. That's how I knew it.
Is this level called Too Much Platforms? Platforms, not platforms.
Yeah, Too Much.
Well, that's a bad pun. Holy shit, mine's joints first, Sasha? What the fuck? I've actually been, I expected to kind of, upload my thing and then not think about it for the rest of, Sage or whatever.
Also, hey, this game has tweeters, which have never reappeared in a Mario game for real. Also, these leaf sprites are from Mario Maker as well.
Wait, no, wait. Well, I mean, at that point, you need to... Wait, so tweeters, right? They were in Yoshi's Island, right?
Nope.
Wait, what were they in?
Super Mario Bros. 2, and that's it.
Oh.
They made one tiny cameo appearance in Mario Kart Super Circuit.
Oh,
they were
I would think I was getting
pole.
mixed up with Pidgeots or something.
Those have never reappeared either.
But yeah, I was saying my thing, I've actually been messing around with the project file a bit more. I think if I continue with it, it's going to end up being something ridiculously different at this point, and I hope that doesn't end up disappointing anybody.
Also, did you notice they're using alarms in this?
I do not want to think about alarms, they are bad.
But I thought the other day you came around on them because you realized they don't use Delta time.
Yeah, but now you're rubbing it in my face that people use them. So now I have to hate them reflexively. Also, thank you, Chroma. I need to stop
what's
doing
this
this
song?
because, like, I'm definitely not syncing up with the music in the game, so I need to stop.
Is this just an original tune?
Let me have a listen to the music.
There's cheap chops. Choopy chops. Choopy cheapies.
No, this is Game & Watch music.
Really? I don't recognize that at all then. Wait, how would the Game & Watch have music?
No, the Game & Watch collections on Game Boy
Oh.
and Game Boy Advance.
I've been thinking about getting the Game Boy Advance one of those. Just cause...
Actually, I need to put an asterisk. Actually, I think it's Game & Watch music. It sounds kind of like it.
Game & Watch Gallery 4 I've been thinking about getting, just cause I want to collect Game Boy Advance games. I think I wrote a list of Game Boy Advance games I want to get somewhere.
I would like to hear that list.
I think it was the two F-Zero games,
Oh yeah, get those.
and... Metroid?
Which one?
The Game Boy ones. Game Boy
There's
Advance
two
ones.
Game Boy Advance Metroids.
Both of them.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah. Wario Land maybe was on my list?
Wario Land
4.
4.
Yeah. And Kirby. And the Amazing Mirror.
I mean, you can play that if you really have to.
And the Game & Watch Gallery. Hey, some people
Should
like
get-
that game. People either really like it or really don't like it.
I think I would recommend Sonic Advance 3 personally.
I'm not actually very interested in Sonic Advance, to be honest.
Wait, why not?
I don't like how it sounds.
I think it's like the best sounding. I think it's
Yeah,
like
but
the
you're
best
weird.
music on GBA. What do you
I
mean
think
I'm
it's really harsh and shrill sounding. It hurts my ears.
That's fair. It's just that I think like the Game Boy Advance has like kind of like short like it's not the best console for sound, right? And I think that the Sonic Advance games lean into it in a way that like works out better
I don't know.
if you can handle the shrillness than trying to avoid it.
I don't remember what my whole list was anymore. I think I forgot some things.
You are very critical about your games, Sasha. Which is understandable, but also, like, you do good.
I mean, that's how I go about my games, is I just hope at least one person likes them, other than me. Because I really like my games. I'm making stuff that I enjoy playing. And I have no idea if anybody else does. I mean, nobody enjoyed playing Gray Area.
What?
I thought it
I
was too
fucking
hard.
enjoyed playing it.
Everybody just complained about it.
I literally
Well, other
said
than
to you,
Sasha. I guess Sasha
Elena,
liked it.
I said to you, Elena, I enjoy playing this, but I don't think I would be able to beat the full game if it was all like this.
Yeah, I just don't know if I
Maybe
can
more-
fix that. I mean,
I
I've
have
adjusted the
faith in-
levels, but I don't, like... Why does that fall?
You'll figure it out. And even if you don't, it's like you've still made something good for somebody.
Oh.
Which I guess was the point of what we were talking about.
Collisions are a little bit janky with some of these enemies. I feel like I'm taking hits that I don't think I should be taking. Sometimes.
Wait, can you give me an example of an enemy
Like
with
just
janky
hitting,
hitbox?
just like thinking I'm making it past an enemy, but then it still hurt me. Like the Koopas.
I'll keep an eye out.
Don't know how to get
Is it
past
ca-
this. The big 10 coins are Mario Maker.
When are they gonna make Mario Breaker?
Oh, that's a Mario Maker checkpoint. It's funny how much Mario Maker stuff they put in this.
Why is that funny?
I don't know, it amuses me.
Okay,
What
I
they
guess
use in
that might.
stuff.
I guess that is kind of the definition of funny.
This music sounds like Shantae.
What if it is Shantae? How would you feel then?
I think that the hitboxes in Mario are usually a little bit more generous than this game has them. Like, you can kind of like clip into the enemies a little bit before they actually hurt you, whereas this, it's like the moment any of you is touching any pixel of the enemy, you're dead.
God, this does sound like Shantae music.
Oh. I think this game just has some original tunes. They couldn't just let Luigi have his own platforming game, it has to be Luigi and Toad.
In my experience, Sasha, you're very good at crafting like an experience around like the end users. Like, okay, you're very good at like crafting surprise and like an end user's experience. So like, I think that like you could I think that like a game, like I think that a game that has sort of like general gameplay, but then like an interesting story is within your ability.
Mario has bullet hell hitboxes normally. This is fighting game hitboxes.
It weirds me out that like in fighting games, being able to attack further than you're vulnerable has a name. Like they have a name for that.
Oops. What is
Oh
the name
shit,
for that?
it's far left shark! That's the best
no,
username I've seen in chat.
This is Luigi in the Quest for Nothing 2.
Yeah. The second.
I've never played the first one. Next time I game over, that'll probably be it for this demo. We'll move on to the next thing. Do you have any more things for me that you'd like me to download, Bis? Because I think we're almost through the stuff I have downloaded. And I have time. Do you have anything else you want me to download? Because we're almost through all the stuff I have downloaded.
What else do you have to play that's downloaded? Can you give me the list?
Fech the Ferret and the Mega Man thing. That's it.
Only those? Jesus, what the fuck?
Yeah, we've made it through everything else.
I'll go get... Wait, did you download Sonic Snow Day?
Yeah, we played it last time.
Oh yeah, we did! I'm a silly sausage.
Not only did I download that, Bis, but I played it.
Yeah, you just said that.
Yeah, and I've reiterated it for you.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Is Sonic Riders X available now?
I guess we can find out. You want to link that to me again? Oh, no!
Like, interface, it's not good at all. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, this is Sage.
It's just so hard to like just open the page. You can't just like right click and open new tab. No, you gotta click on it and then click on another thing.
Let me get this downloaded before we begin Fech the Ferret. I've been looking forward to Fech the Ferret because I remember it from a year or two ago, and it was my favorite at the time.
I'm just gonna send you like a handful of things I think you should play.
Flocky the Cat.
Yes.
A traitor in your village kills your father and kidnaps your sister. You are a young cat who must save his sister and other clans of cats. Wayring, the main villain of the game, once. ... So you've heard the description of Flocky the Cat now, right, everybody? Do you want to see the image that goes with Flocky the Cat? There it is. Why are the hands so much more realistically rendered than the rest of it? I think they look like they were taken from Sonic art and pasted onto the cat.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is a Sage. This is a Sage.
Incredible. Well, we gotta check out that game. This has me intrigued now. Okay, let's see. Sonic Riders X demo. Oh, they moved it from Google Drive to Mega.
We could probably also do playing Pokemon Classic Flame. And
Oh yeah, I
Harmonic
have that one
Peace.
downloaded too, I forgot.
Oh yeah, you're forgetful.
I'm sorry, I'm just a little jelly bean.
It's okay. It's okay.
Molly a
It's
jelly
fine.
bean. Oh no, this is Sonic Riders X is a 7-zip file, so it's a toss-up of if it's gonna work or not.
Oh. Wait, why is that a toss-up?
Because remember, sometimes it screws up with extracting 7-zip files.
What screws up with extracting
The
7-zip
extraction
files?
that it just does. Remember?
That's
Flocky
weird,
the Cat
like-
is not compressed at all. It's just the exe straight up.
It feels like if you had 7-zip, you would have the reasonable anticipation you could open any 7-zip file, you know?
Well, we remember that we had that problem last year, where sometimes it just wouldn't work.
Weird.
Yeah, that was a big thing.
Yeah, and I'm just saying
Ash
it's a
was here
weird
yelling at
thing.
me about it before. Alright, let's do Fech the Ferret. I've been looking forward to this one. Oh, the stream pooped. Let me wait for it to unpoop before we begin.
Brackets threat.
Okay, the stream unpooped. So now let's do
And that
Fech
was
the
all in
Ferret.
quotation marks. It's implying that Ellie
Well,
is
there's
a
no
guy,
T
so-
there's no T in fetch. So is it pronounced fetch or is it pronounced feck?
It's definitely fetch.
Because usually a word when there's a ch after only a vowel, it makes a k sound, which is a holdover from Greek. Like the word like
It's
mock
definitely-
and things like that.
It's definitely fetch. It's just fetch. Like, it's fetch.
Or is it, or instead of fetch, is it fetch, fish?
It's fetch.
Fetch.
It's fetch.
The use of a controller is highly suggested. That's a way to word that. That was a sound that you could have made. And you decided to make it.
Yeah, I decided
I
to
cannot
make
move
it.
the mouse.
You got a problem with that?
I cannot control this game menu.
Cool. The game is out of control.
The mouse... Oh, there we go. Mouse was stuck in the middle for a bit there. Okay, let's do... 720. Not full screen. VSync, please.
Oh, I'm gonna have to BRB for a moment.
Okay, let's get this captured for y'all. Fech the Ferret. Continue. Look, everybody, we're a ferret. Oh, it's loud. Oh no, it's loud. Oh no. That didn't do anything. The volume options are a lie. Oh no. Oh. Still a little loud. Okay, that's good. Don't you love when there's options and they just lie to you? Look at this good little character. Please press the left trigger. To turn the camera. Thank you. Now please press the right trigger. Fech the Ferret is crawling. Whee! Look at the little ferret. Okay, this game has much better performance than Project Rascal. We're walking. Yeah, I'm walking here. I'm a ferret. Whoa, look at what happens when you jump. But you really jump a long way. And you just, it looks like you're just flying. Look, you're just... Oh, oops. Confirm this game does not have jumping like Balan Wonderworld. I'm a flying ferret. Whee! If you press this button, now you fast. Oh, I think the volume settings finally kicked in. Let me turn them back up. But I've also turned the game down, so now you can't hear. The camera mostly turns on its own. You notice? Whee! I'm a speedy little ferret. Look at how fast I'm going, chat! Whoa! Oh yeah, wait, no, the music gets louder the faster you go. I remember this. That too. Whoa! Nyum. I'm newming. Absolutely newming. Woo! Do you see why I like this game, chat?
Oh, you're liking this?
Yes, remember? I always liked this. I was excited to return to Fech the Ferret.
Oh yeah, Arrow didn't like it this year, so I was wondering if maybe this demo was poopy.
You can jump so far. So far it's the same. Whoa, no, I've fallen and I poop. It's like Dig Dug.
Poop.
It's like Dig Dug, but about speed. Imagine if you could go this fast in Dig Dug.
Why in Dig Dug?
Because the music is tied to the movement in Dig Dug.
Oh, I feel like it's a bit charitable to say Dig Dug has music. Does Donkey Kong have music?
At the beginning, and then it goes I mean, the first video game to properly have music in it was Rally X.
Wait a second, hold on. No, wait, which version of Donkey Kong does the do constantly?
It doesn't do. None of them do it constantly. The NES version does that at the very beginning when you turn on the game.
Well, that's my point. Is that's not the main level theme? The main level theme is.
No, the main level theme is doot 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 doot.
No, it isn't.
What do you mean it isn't?
The main theme is.
No, that's the sound of Mario walking.
No, it's the music. It's just like Dig Dug. It only kicks in when you're walking.
I'm looking this up right now, and I'm going to poop if I'm
What
right.
do you mean you're looking this up? What are you gonna just like look like at it, what's the main theme of Donkey Kong? Is that what you gotta look up?
No, I'm looking up video. We're gonna watch it.
We're gonna watch. I'm gonna be right. It's gonna be like Dig Dug. Whenever Mario walks, the music starts to play.
That's not music. That's the sound of him walking.
Define music.
How about this? How about the sounds of Atari Donkey Kong? You want me to play that?
Dude,
Which people use in like shows all the time to be just generic video game sound effects.
Oh, actually, I would be maybe interested in hearing that now.
We have we've completely derailed the stream now, Bis. I hope you're proud of yourself.
Well, it's your fault because you wouldn't accept the Donkey Kong soundtrack for what it is.
I'm just finding out if the arcade version had that or not. This is demo mode. Actually play the game, Forehead. Also has do 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 do. Yeah, see it? It's got the song. Do 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 do.
Yeah, I never doubted that do exists. Wait, it's playing constantly.
Yeah, I told you.
Wait, what are you? No, it doesn't. Wait, hold on. I could have sworn it was just silence after it plays the first time.
I knew it.
This is bullshit.
Get ready for poop.
Which version did you look up?
This is the original arcade long play Donkey Kong. I know, because I have that. They released it on the Switch, and I have it there, and I play it.
Is the NES version different? No, it's always there! I just misremembered!
Okay, now just for fun, I'll show you what the Atari one sounds like.
But there's no music on the fucking set. Okay, you know what? Actually, no. That can't be the music. Because it only plays on one of the screens.
It even has a couple of songs. When you have the hammer, it goes do 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 do.
Oh yeah, well that's actually a piece of music. Okay, so the do 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 is actually ambient noise from the first stage, from the construction site.
What?
And that's why it doesn't appear on any of the other screens. And then the actual music is. Boop, boop, boop,
Here's Atari Donkey Kong. It's just the do. It's just the do 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 do. They always use this for generic video game sounds, or at least they used to. I don't know why this of all things, but this is the the prototypical video game apparently.
Is Atari Donkey Kong. Mario looks like he's in a little Kigurumi or something.
What about Donkey Kong? How would you describe Donkey Kong in this version?
Feces.
Also, look, it only has 2 levels. It goes straight from the first level to the last one, where you have to make the floors fall. Atari certainly was a console.
I'm glad they cut out all the filler in this version. Hey, I don't care about no fucking purse on a fucking lift. I want to see you go up the scaffold, kill monkey. The end.
Okay, let's continue. From Numing to pooing.
Oh.
Get ready to smell it. Oops.
I'm gonna get a recording of the Donkey Kong level theme now and upload it to YouTube and allow the controversy to seep in. I'm not gonna upload it to your channel as well.
Oh.
It's gonna be like a 1 hour upload, 1 hour Donkey Kong main level theme. I think, I think the reason Arrow didn't like this is like, you don't really jump in this, right?
You like fly.
Yeah, and she was like, she's always expecting the jump to be like, you press the button, it pushes you upwards, you know? And then you have like upwards momentum and stuff. So she's always like letting go of the key too soon.
I quickly figured out how the jump in this works.
And then the fact that she has to hold the jump makes it feel too strenuous for her.
Woo, there we go. While we're talking about Arrow, when we're taking over her stream slot that she usually is streaming at.
We're taking over her stream slot?
Yeah.
I've known as her strot.
Okay. Hey! Oh,
You know
oh wait,
Arrow's
no,
in
that
a
was
tent
we
right now?
continue. Wow,
Yeah, she's in a tent.
just like me.
You're in a fucking tent?
Yep, that's where I'm streaming from right now.
I bet your tent doesn't have crickets nearby, though.
It has rickets, though.
The disease?
Yeah.
What's the tent made of if it can contract?
Flesh.
Oh. Well, this really is just an SCP now, isn't it?
Flesh tent!
Oh, fucking godlina. Was rickets is like a mineral deficiency, right? It makes bones
so.
soft. Or something like that? Is that true, Chrome? Are crickets always nearby? Are crickets one of those things that are just all over the world?
I know crickets do live here.
I know crickets live here. Not the noisy type, though. I've never heard cricket noise over here.
I hear it. But they usually get
Sasha
drowned out by
says-
frog noises here.
Bones. Oh, I'm sorry. Frogs are much inferior to crickets, and this is very
Because we have the
upsetting.
world's loudest type of frog lives here. The Pacific tree frog.
Yeah, the movie frog. Oh, wait, no. For, like, me specifically? Oh. No, 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 no.
Hmm.
You okay?
Confuzzled by level design slightly. As is often the case.
Yeah, that's often the case.
Woo! Fech the Ferret is a good game in my opinion. Or is it Fech?
It's
Still
definitely
unclear
Fetch.
on this.
It's absolutely Fetch. There is no way it could be anything other than Fetch. It is
I mean,
undeniably
either way, it
Fetch.
doesn't like describe the character in any way, so it could be either, you know. If it was Fech, it wouldn't change anything.
It would,
What would it change?
because Fetch the Ferret has a good ring to it.
Fech doesn't?
Fech the Ferret sounds awkward. It sounds
Sounds like something you want to do to it.
Fech the Ferret feels like walking without a knee.
Oh.
Like there's just a big gap in your bone. There's no knee ball.
I don't
No
think...
kneecap. There's
I
no
was gonna
kneecap.
say,
That's what it
what
feels
do you
like.
mean a knee ball?
There's no kneecap. That's what it feels
This
like. It feels
invents-
awkward.
Fetch doesn't seem to like running in that grass over there for some reason.
It's because it's full of pollen.
It's full of stink. Full of bad smell air.
Yeah.
Whoa, it did like a little flip when it went through that circle.
Why do you keep going under the trees that have the bad smell?
Because I didn't know.
Oh.
You see, you're about to play a rhythm. Stop moving. Fetch, why won't you stop moving? There. We're about to play a rhythm aura. It's a bit different from the rest. What's an aura? Have fun. No, stop. Fetch, stop. Fetch. I don't know how to make Fetch stop. There. Hope you like the music. Hope I can hear the music.
I was gonna maybe suggest that my main area as well, Chroma, but like area to Ara feels like such a big typo. I wouldn't anticipate in something of this quality.
Yeah, how's everybody feel about this section? This is totally new from last time I played it. Did Arrow get this far?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Arrow always plays the whole thing even if she doesn't like it.
Yeah, she's disciplined like that.
This feels like a game I used to have on my 3DS. Well, I still have it on my 3DS, I just haven't played it in a long time, called SpeedX 3D. Aesthetically, it reminds me. Oh! Wait, if you fail, you start the whole thing over.
Chrome says you're supposed to jump at the lines.
Really? It was giving me points even when I wasn't. Oh, I don't like it now. This is really annoying to look at. It's the camera should stay locked for this, not move up and down with you.
I don't know if Chrome meant every... Wait, is it actually every line?
I'm getting points now.
Wait, oh, I don't like this! No!
Oh, I hate looking at this.
Oh, this is absolutely... Oh, I don't like this. Oh, no!
Ouch. This hurts to look at. That's why it's so long for it to send you back to the beginning when you die.
I haven't got the audio on the minute, but I guess there's a song and it's like they couldn't...
Yeah.
So they need to start that shit over from the beginning.
Rayman doesn't do it that way, and it's rhythm stuff.
Yeah, but they're a bigger team. It's quite hard to make a rhythm section start from the middle when you're an indie dev.
I mean, GameMaker has built-in functions for doing music stuff like that.
Yeah,
I guess
well,
this
maybe
isn't GameMaker, obviously, but
I don't know. I'm just saying it's still harder, you know.
Okay.
Chroma says at least points don't seem necessary in this build. At this stage of development, at least.
There. We did it.
I'm proud of you. I watched all the cutscenes from Rayman Raving Rabbids TV Party.
Oh.
I'm not really a big fan, to be honest.
What is Rayman Raving Rabbids TV Party?
It's just a sequel to Rayman Raving Rabbids.
Oh.
Except
I just know there were a million of those games.
I think the mini games are like themed around TV or something.
There was a VR Rabbids game at the arcade when we went there last time. It's called Yeah, there was a VR Rabbids game, and then there was another non-VR one that was like a shooting gallery game. Like light gun game, and it was called Rabbids Hollywood. I've just gone in a big circle somehow. Well, this is new. And you shoot the Rabbids in Rabbids Hollywood. The Rabbids are your targets.
They are targets.
The art style of this game reminds me of Slime Rancher a bit. We were speaking of Slime Rancher earlier.
Purposes.
Today. Not on this stream. I don't think that Slime Rancher has come up yet.
Slancher.
Do you have to come on my stream and say Slancher all the time, Bis?
Okay, I'll leave then.
No. Well, saying Slancher, is that important to you?
Yes.
God, Bis, why do you say Slancher?
It's not just
Imagine
about the
saying slancher. Well, what?
Yeah.
There was some rats I just ran past. They had something to say, but I had places to be. Is that the Washington Monument?
The Washington.
Can I climb it? Why would you put this big thing here and not let me climb it? That's rude. This game is rude now, Bis.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the sequel was almost purely a party game. The story is literally just Rayman ran away from some rabbits and a lightning bolt put them inside of his TV, and now they keep making noise from inside the TV while Rayman tries to live in his house, and it annoys him. So he keeps throwing stuff
for some reason.
So he keeps throwing stuff at the TV, and
man.
by the end of the game, that cracks the screen, and the rabbits get out and chase him again. And that's the end of the game.
Oh man, I can't believe the rabbits are in my TV again. I can't get any sleep. They're in there.
Yeah, and there's like scenes where like Rayman. I'm wondering if this is like a weird localization thing, right? But like,
oh man, I got rabbits in my TV again.
Because like I watched a scene where it's like Rayman's trying to watch American football for some fucking reason, and the rabbits keep like from within the TV changing the channel to the rabbits playing Mexican stereotypical music channel.
Oh.
And it's like Rayman just like they're like gripping the remote with an iron grip and mashing the button for the American football channel angrily until he eventually throws
Rayman
his entire.
Football.
That's the thing. I'm wondering if it was originally like normal football, because this game was made in Paris. Like, why the fuck do they put American football?
They think Rayman is American.
They do. Rayman is not American. I refuse to buy into this. Rayman does not seem like an American.
Rayman's an American.
Elena, I'm willing to accept when characters are American.
Rayman.
Sonic is American. I accept this, right?
American.
You'd be a fool to say if he wasn't. Rayman is definitely not American. If Rayman's American,
he's just Rayman.
Fuck off! Don't you fucking.
Well, dashing jump towards the wall. Yeah, I did.
Rayman does not have extreme American energy. Don't you fucking
What?
dare.
I can press I can press RB and a bird comes and grabs my tail.
Wow. The power of
There we
being
go.
prey.
At least I could for a moment. Well, the colors in this game are a bit wild sometimes, aren't they? Look at this. Oof, this kind of hurts my eyes. It's too pink.
This is kind of great. I like this. I mean, it's a bit too much, but I also like it. Sometimes you need a bit of excess, you know? Sasha, shut your poop mouth right now. He is not. Rayman is very French. I do not want to hear anything otherwise.
Rayman says, "Oui, oui."
Yeah, he probably does.
Rayman said, "Oui, oui." It's because he has a. It's because it's the big thing for him.
Penis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chromus also says every American citizen knows a Rayman. Well, they don't know the Rayman.
They know They know the naked Rayman.
I don't is Quebec the least French part of Canada? I don't get this. I don't know what. I just feel it. I sense it. I sense it in his aura. I don't need to explain.
Well, I mean, it is
myself.
from the creator of Rayman is French.
Yeah, and like Rayman's series sense of humor is French.
French humor?
Very definitively not American.
What is French humor?
I don't.
This is a
It's
long
like
demo.
I
There's a lot
say
of Fech the
French. I
Ferret.
just mean. I say French. I just mean like Western European. It's a specific fucking aura, but I recognize it.
Aura.
Because, like, there's, like, a mild amount of overlap between that and some things in England, kind of. You can see, it's, like, complicated.
I did notice that a lot of the tropes that they went for with Pokemon in the Kalos region, they went for again in the Galar region. And vice versa. Like, a lot of them felt like they could have been in either.
Oh, Quebec is the most Fox French part of Canada,
Faux
but not the
French.
least French.
Faux French.
I don't know what that...
Not Fox.
Elena,
Yeah?
I'm having an episode. Don't correct my pronunciation of the word faux.
I'm
The
gonna correct
irony,
it.
I bet you the word faux is French. I bet you that I have just like done the most ironic self-own here imaginable.
Tweez.
Okay, yeah, if Rayman's not American, what do you mean explain the fucking plums? I'm
Sure
sorry.
the Fech the Ferret developer is going to love
Plums,
watching us play
the famous
this.
fucking New World fruit? Question mark.
I think I may have gone the wrong way because the world is dying.
Oh.
I suspect maybe this. I'm escaping from reality, I think. This is the forest that was holding in reality, and I wasn't supposed to be in it.
What is the great news, Chroma? Please tell me what the great news is.
Here, this looks like the world I'm supposed to be in. Yeah, I'm sure the developer of Fech the Ferret is going to come watch this and is going to just absolutely love this.
I don't know, I just think that, like... Okay, well, I guess I've already said everything, I think. I'm not going to continue this.
Chroma has great news regarding the word faux.
It's gonna be that it's French, isn't it?
I mean, AUX being pronounced like O, I think, is a very French way to pronounce it.
Yeah, it's French. God fucking damn it!
I watched a video about the evolution of the French language fairly recently. It said the first step to making French is you have to wait for the Latin language to go bad. It says first you take Latin, and then leave it out and wait for it to go bad. What? I've ended up back over here. What? I have to do this level again? That's barnacles. I have to do the pink level again. What have I done? Well, I think I'm done with Fech the Ferret now. Good game. I like Fech the Ferret. How about we do that Pokemon thing I have? There's also Flocky the Cat. Can't forget about that. Pokemon CFHP update. Yeah, we can do that while this is extracting. Beep. And I'm so excited to get the Beanbug emote. It's gonna be the greatest emote the channel has ever had. Everyone agrees. I bet.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, you do you?
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, you do? You.
One more
Flocky
thing.
the Cat is not opening.
One more thing about Rayman, Raving Rabbit's TV party.
Yeah.
This frame of Rayman.
This Frayman.
This is just the important frame of Rayman.
Here you go. That one frame of Raymond.
This feels like a meme.
Oh man, I'm a meme. Flocky the Cat is confirmed loud.
Rayman, it's 4 p.m. Time for your reboot.
Also, this is the opposite. This game is a tiny window. I mean, I guess that other one was trying to make itself tiny as well.
It wanted to be tiny.
It wished it was tiny.
Which is understandable. Being tiny is pretty great.
This is the one with the dramatic story. Oh my god!
Yeah?
Whoa! Oh no, Daddy, you are dead. I will not forgive myself for this. Whoa! What the heck? Wayring, how could you betray our cat clan? It's just the same character but with orange shoes. My sister will be a good servant in my lair. I will soon destroy all the clans of cats and I will become king. This is incredible. 2 weeks later. Thank you for sending me this one, Bis. Chocolate? You collect chocolate and he makes like a chomping sound. As if he's eating the wrapper with the chocolate.
God, I wish I was eating entire family-sized bars of chocolate.
The enemies turn into ghosts when you kill them. And bounce away as a ghost. This is an incredible video game.
You know, I almost at one point played around with the idea of making a game where at least one enemy you would see the soul leave their body.
This is not quite a Sonic-like because there's no like slopes and you can't turn into a ball and go fast.
So it's just kind of...
And you drop your... Oh, what? Wait, no, oh, there is some Sonic stuff. But what the heck? What?
Oh, I'm ready! I'm ready, let's do this!
I wasn't expecting that. It makes the Sonic skidding sounds.
This
is
a
Warrior
Sonic
Cats. Speaking of Izzy's, she did a video about the Warrior Cats series, and so that's where my knowledge of that comes from. Izzy's whose plush I now have.
Flocky's running animation.
Wait, one of the jumps made the Sonic jump sound, but only one of them did.
Weird. Flocky's running animation looks like they should be like going through the airport wheeling a case.
Yeah, why is one of his arms not moving?
It's like the
I love how
only
you can
part of his
accidentally
body
hit these
is
corners
steady.
and start walking upside down.
Top corners do that in like most Sonic games. It's like a
Well, where are the
thing where
bottom
they
corners?
well, those are slopes, Elena.
I know, but where are they?
That's such a good question.
Why does he eat the wrapper off the chocolate?
Hungry.
He's hungry after his dad died and his sister was kidnapped.
The crunch in my ears.
It's ASMR.
Oh, is this ASMR? Let me listen. Okay, it really is in the ear. Oh god. Oh. God, I got a tingle off of that. I can't fucking believe it. Nothing gives me tingles anymore, but Flocky the fucking cat did.
I like the crunching sound that I made for Pizza Time. Which I did by just going like, what the hell is this? What the hell is that thing?
Chromator says Flocky holds their arm ever ready to close swine and rat. Oh shit!
What is this? It makes a horrible sound every time you attack it.
Come on, then.
How much you want to bet that like this game was made by a kid?
What the fuck is this rabid beef?
I mean, they did.
Sasha,
the ceiling running thing, I feel, is more advanced than I would have been able to figure out as a kid.
This might be built in an engine that somebody else did, though.
Oh, that's... What? I have a carrot gun? I guess it's just a water gun that's orange. Look at... There's controller vibration for this, by the way. You hear that?
Oh.
The whole time you hold down the button, it just vibrates constantly. Whoa, listen to it now. It vibrates differently depending on which way you're facing. It's like really violent left, and then right it's more smooth. You can just do this constantly. There's no reason to stop.
It's like the Sonic Forces flamethrower.
And I mean, the controller doing that to be used for other purposes as well while you're playing. Wait, when you watch. When you switch directions, the water doesn't finish going the way it was going. It switches and goes the other way! The rest of the water... the water all goes the other way!
This game is so bloody wizard, I'm going to cast a fucking spell!
Oh, there's a loop. The vibration is so intense, and it never ends.
Good.
This game is a game.
Missing your back massager? Load up Flocky the Cat and put the 360 controller on your shoulder blade.
That's exactly what I'm referring to.
Yeah.
That's definitely the joke I was going to go for. Also, when the water hits the enemies, it counts as you jumping on them, and so you bounce.
That's actually kind of good, I like that, honestly.
So you bounce as if you jumped on them, but the water hit it.
That's actually...
These waves I can make.
That is,
Whoa, that was so many crunches.
That, I kid you not, that is a mechanic in Sonic Adventure 2.
Oh.
Sometime. If you shoot a balloon as a mech character, it gives you like a height boost even though you've shot it. And I think that's cool. We the Soldier Boys to Flocky Dev's Jonathan Blow right now! What?
I like how the gun does not... Somehow the gun does not rotate while you go around the loop. I can still make the controller vibrate even though the level's over. Every time I press the button, it vibrates.
Can I be real for a second here?
Yeah. End of the demo. Full game released on Steam, June 1st, 2022. Oh boy! This is coming out on Steam, huh?
Oh, I'd remove some of those Sonic assets if I were you.
The sound effects?
Yeah.
Are you ready for chat? June 21st, 2021. We're buying this game on Steam and streaming it.
Fucking doing it.
Y'all prepared? Also, the game doesn't actually end here. It's like an old video game where you just have to shut the game off to get out of the screen. Sasha's buying this day one. Flocky the Cat.
Flocky the Cat on Steam.
I can't... Is it already up on Steam? Do they have a Steam page ready?
I'm looking up. I do not see a Flocky the Cat.
Disappointing. There's Bubbles the Cat.
You'd think there'd only be one game called Flocky.
Pranky Cat on Steam?
Pranky Cat?
Wow, yeah, I look up Flocky the Cat and nothing comes up at all. Poor Flocky. I want the crunchiest bar of chocolate imaginable as a pre-order bonus. Oh my god, Cassie says she finally broke 100 in WarioWare. She got a score of 104.
Oh,
I can't believe I was impressed when she was scoring 60.
I want the crunchiest bar of chocolate match.
Yeah, I just read that out.
pre-order bonus. Oh, sorry. I just got distracted by a tweet.
Alright, let's do this Pokemon thing. Pokemon Chaos and Harmony.
Pokemon.
There's all sorts of stuff at Sage, not just Sonic. We're getting through more games today. By the way, it's been 2 hours, but I think we've been through more games than our previous times. Loud. But this is Pokemon Black and White music. Is it not capturing? Do I need to use a window capture? Game.exe. Chaotic Flame and a Harmonic Piece. There we go. Press enter. This must be keyboard. One or more fonts used in this game do not exist on the system. The game can be played, but the look of the game's text will not be optimal. To install the necessary fonts, copy the files in this game's fonts folder to the fonts folder in control panel.
No.
Fonts. Boy, there's a lot of them. Install.
Elaine, you can't just install fonts.
Why not?
You can't.
I did it.
You just can't.
I just did it!
Elaine, fonts can have virus in them.
Chroma says, how is Cassie that powerful? I don't know. She's incredible at video games.
Well,
she's never played WarioWare before. This is her first one. And it's just the demo, too.
Cassie's incredible at very specific video games.
There we go, look. See, this is how it's supposed to look. It's still telling me that the fonts aren't installed, though. They clearly are. Yeah, this looks just like black and white.
I wonder if
fast, could... please.
It's kind of cool how you got these fonts now. You just have them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's the emerald text font. Interesting. Medium is fine.
Can you... Oh my god. I'm gonna be honest, something weirds me out about having the choice of 4 Pokemon fonts. It feels kind of like when Sonic fan games are like, which of the 3 fucking Sonic sprites from the classic games do you want to have? It's like, I don't know.
Nintendo been nasty about taking down Pokemon fan games. In particular. Like the one with the radiation, remember that one? It got taken
Uranium.
Down. Yeah.
Let's do a stream of that.
But it's taken down.
Elena, do you think that it's not possible to get a hold of it now?
Yeah. Without viruses. I did have it on my computer at one point. I just remember I didn't really care for it that much. Welcome to the world of Pokemon.
Oh my god.
The Lanta region? Professor Fig. You can just call me Fig. I'm still wet behind the ears with this whole professor thing, so that's why I need your help. I think I am good. That's a Sableye. Over 1,000 species of Sableye? Been numerous events where Pokemon may lash out at its trainers. It can make bonds between us difficult to make. I don't know everything about Pokemon yet. We especially don't know what might make them aggressive. I do it all on my own.
It weirds me out how they always talk about Pokemon like as if they're this exciting, weird new frontier that they don't understand. And it's like, Pokemon just means anything other than human, basically.
Here's the trainers.
It's like, could you imagine if there was a category of thing in our world that just meant like
This looks like an edited version of the black and white trainer.
all animals and some plants and fungus and also robots, and we're just like, those things are exciting. There's over 1,000 types. We don't know why they sometimes attack us.
It's just like you've been suddenly like transported to the world. Like you didn't exist here before, and they gotta tell you about it. It's like everybody has just instantly been teleported to this world, actually.
Yeah. Biology. Chroma says biology is cool and fun.
Oh, this is
Just
really
a good
nice. Look at
timeline where
this.
everyone realizes that.
Look at this, chat.
Oh, damn!
This is really
They got
nice.
them. They're alphabetical as well.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
Succulent.
That was a lot of good choices, too. They could just make that like a text input box as well. That's what I see people usually say is the idea with that. That's the Zelda sound. You can't put Zelda in Pokemon.
Yes, they can.
You're crossing the beams.
Good. Cross them.
This is what I'm going to have to recommend people play on their own, I think, because I don't really have the time to sink into a Pokemon demo fully.
Mother. I don't know why it just didn't used to be
Hey,
the
that's
first.
a Heart Gold and Soul Silver character.
Mother? Or it's them!
This name is so similar.
Irina.
Yeah, it's like a different spelling almost. We have to pick one each, right? Did they make up their own starters? I hope so. If you're good at making these types of decisions, why don't you pick a Pokemon first? So that I can pick the one that's good against the one you pick. What buttons do you... What are the buttons? Let's enter. There's a note from Professor Fig. 5 Pokemon inside this box. 5 starters. Turtwig? So they didn't make up starters. Torchic. Froakie. Oh, that's a custom sprite. Because Froakie didn't exist in the 2D days. Pichu. And Eevee. Well, Eevee's kind of an OP choice compared to all of the rest of these.
Get Pichu. I'd like Pichu.
I want to get Froakie because that's a custom sprite, and I'm going to look at that. Also, I like Froakie.
I think they should make.
Choose Froakie? Well, I think I will choose Turtwig. Yep, I knew it.
I think they should retcon it so Pichu evolves directly into Raichu.
So Pichu evolves directly into... Pichu evolves directly into your butt. Yay, this is so exciting. Don't be late, okay? Sorry, I'm about to be late. Watch out, everybody, I'm about to be late. Yep, they put a potion in the PC, just like the old days.
Oh, sleep well, green Pikmin.
Well, you can change these. Look at that. Oh, there is custom. Oh, they do have a custom text box.
Oh, damn.
That's really great, actually. I am impressed and pleased. coming in. Because eventually want to go on their own journeys. Your EXP spreader came in the mail? What do you mean your EXP spreader? A turned off item. An item that gives all Pokemon EXP.
It's just a butter knife!
You spread the EXP on your Pokemon!
I'm losing my mind!
I think they should retcon it so Pichu is a Weedle instead. You're not sharing it, you're just smushing it all over them. See, I'm really good at making sound effects with my mouth, which has come in great. It has been greatly useful in my game dev.
Can we make? I need that sound effect. I have an idea for a video of it.
This is a big heckin' TV.
You're gonna record that for me when you get a chance.
Alright, Pokemon time for your 4 o'clock spreading. This is a nicely put together little thing. I appreciate the custom pronouns. XP spreader was turned on. Why would it highlight delete first? Seems like a disaster waiting to happen.
It really does, doesn't it? Jesus.
Why do I look like that on the trainer card? That's not me. It's F5. It's a choice. Hi, Shan.
Oh, damn! Shan's here. Hello!
Seeing this incredibly nice Pokemon hack makes you want to complain about the not incredibly nice one you saw a bit ago?
Oh,
Was it the one full of
it?
real-world problems?
Pokemon Apex!
How was that worded again?
Grounded in reality,
grounded in reality and full of real-world problems, yes.
I'm sorry, Chroma, you're gonna hate me. You're gonna hate me. But Psyduck being Psychic type feels...
Sudowoodo to be Grass type, but it goes against the idea of what Sudowoodo is, though.
I'm glad they petrified wood. Yeah, like Sudowoodo, it's like they clearly just don't get it. But Psyduck should be Psychic.
You best press shift to run. They always do that. The professor's lab isn't that way, you dingus. Get your act together.
I think you might have. I think at some point. Wait, I don't get the theme. Okay, maybe that's a fair point. You know, maybe you have something here. Is that like?
People also point out that gold is associated with psychic powers in Japan, and then it evolves into gold duck. Golduck.
What's it called in Japan though?
I don't know. Mostly the cases where Pokemon attack their trainers. Is that like a mechanic in this game? The international police are supposed to take care of.
Golduck is described as being a platypus-like Pokemon on Bulbapedia.
It's literally called duck. It's literally a duck. How can you get this wrong?
I love how I love how wikis will avoid doing conjecture whenever possible, but this shit still happens.
Bulbapedia doesn't. Bulbapedia loves to do conjecture. Latietown? have to go through Route 0. This excited one, huh?
What the fuck? Wait, why is it that in Generation 3, Leaf Green description is often seen swimming elegantly by lake shores, is often mistaken for the Japanese monster kappa? What? This is so confusing.
That's the
Like,
description
number
of
one...
Golduck?
Yeah, that's the description of Golduck from Leaf Green. Number one, Leaf Green takes place in Kanto, which is in Japan, which is weird.
So
Unless
they're saying
they're
that kappas exist separately in Pokemon?
Maybe? And also,
From
like, the word
Pokemon
monster.
Route 0.
And also, like, the combination of Japanese monster kappa.
How about it happened one day, a small child awoke from sleeping, transformed into a Kadabra.
I do not like what you've just said.
Did you remember that one?
I remember that one, I just don't like it.
What? The Pokemon went over my trainer when it was coming through. Also, look at that spray, that's cute. Look at how tiny Froakie is! Look at how small it is! Points at Froakie, why are you small?
Wait. Is Smeargle supposed to be anything? I thought Smeargle was just
painter.
kind of a... Well, yeah, I know that.
Hold on, volume's a little loud. Froakie was a good choice. You get Tiny Frog.
Oh my god, look at that Froakie!
He's itty bitty.
Smeargle is just a weird French creature. That
It's interesting that this
paints.
doesn't make you do a first battle with your
Smeargle is incredible.
Pokemon.
Sashi says Smeargle is just a small French man. I love how, like, sans the painting thing, these all describe Rayman as well.
Another
That
potion.
makes sense, Shen.
Why am I getting a million potions? Hey, that's a Budu. I like Budu. Froakie is so small, I can't believe it.
You don't... You don't...
I can't believe
Okay,
how tiny Froakie is.
I am gonna avoid Rayman French talk. This discourse is too much for me. I'm going
Laddie
to bed.
Town.
Sasha, I am going to compress you into a cube. Oh no, it's okay, Chrome. I'm like fine, but like also I'm not like I'm realistically fine, but I'm unrealistically very peevish. You know, I am at acceptable levels of being peevish.
Well, I think
Oh,
this
yeah,
is
well,
a
this-
nice little demo.
This is a demo for a Pokemon fan game, Shan.
It's not... The controls aren't set up like they would be on like an actual game console. They're set up as if this is a PC game, so you hit enter as what would usually be the A button, and escape is what would usually be the B button, which is a little bit awkward.
Wait, Chroma, this isn't... I don't know if you're doing... Like, this is a fan game, not a hack. This is a big difference.
Gift stores and move deleters. Let's catch at least one Pokemon before we end this. I like how this fountain isn't animated. You're asking game devs to actually think about their keyboard controls more than not at all?
Wait, the fountain still! The fountain
Yeah,
still!
I just mentioned that.
I'm sorry.
Like one
I am
second ago.
allowed- I'm allowed to find
Oh no,
things
it's
out
the time for the
myself,
soft and loamy state again.
though. Soft, loamy state.
I just love the word loamy.
Shan says, how do
Oh,
you
no,
feel
it's
about
soft and
the
earthy.
Bunny King?
I was used to it being loamy. Oh, this isn't real tall. This is real fake tall grass.
It's real.
This isn't where the Pokemon. We're not going to the Pokemon lab anymore. We already went there. Or did we? Did we go to the? Or was it the professor's house? Not the lab? Oh, this is the lab. Calyrex is big. I don't have many other thoughts about them, says Chroma. Okay.
Do I do Emerald Ties next, and then maybe have that be the last thing?
Thought we were gonna do the Sonic Riders X.
Oh, I guess we could do both.
I thought you didn't want to stream Emerald Ties.
I never said that.
You said you didn't think it seemed interesting enough for streaming.
Elena, I never said that. Wait. Stop! Stop! I changed my mind, okay? Don't
I'm just
bully
checking.
me.
Yeah, Calyrex is a rabbit. Sasha.
Calyrex is the rightful king of California. God, the up and down running animation in this is fucking hilarious. Like, up you
No,
bob so much,
that-
down you wave the arms around so much.
The character I'm playing as right now is depicted very inconsistently. Looks totally
Yeah.
different in that scene just there. This is Pokemon Black and White music. Hey, that's not fair.
Froaky's a
What the hell is
fucking
Rough
ant.
Swipe? I think they made up that move for this game.
Rough Swipe?
What if it was Rough Wipe and like they got out a piece of toilet paper?
Okay, well that's disgusting. Get out of my house.
I'm going to get into your house actually and
Get
give
out
you the
of my
Rough Wipe.
house.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. This combines graphics from quite a few Pokemon games all at the same time.
Oh, I only just saw what Shan said and got the context for the bunny. Oh, that's what Shan meant by Bunny King. Oh yeah, I like Calyrex.
It has 4
They're cool.
long ears.
I think
instead
they're
of just
fucking
2.
rad.
And also just casually possesses people.
A tree barky rough sheet.
Turtwig's triple ply travesty. What about Squidward singing I need 2 ply when I cry?
Oh. I think we should make a note to save before you finish this.
Yeah.
Because, like, if the
I wanna
full
catch
game ever
one-
comes
I
out,
wanna
the
catch at
save
least a
files might be
Pokemon.
compatible.
Let's try and catch a Budu. I like Budu. It used growth. Rookie can no longer sleep. I have 16 Pokeballs. Yeah, I haven't seen the bug type yet. Their starting area normal type is Lillipup. And they have Budu. What bird did they pick? Oh, this is the Pokemon Black and White Pokédex. Closes its bud and endures the cold. In spring, the bud opens and releases pollen. I like Budu. Budu's been a favorite. How does everybody here feel about Budu?
They're a bud, E.
Why it should not select delete first. Saving is a little bit slow in this game. There's a bit more buttons you have to press to save than usual.
Yeah, they make a meal of it.
You didn't know Budu was related to Roselia in Roserade?
Oh, you're thinking of
That's
Cherami or whatever.
Cherubi and Cherim. I like Cherubi
Oh.
too. They are all from the same generation. Just 4. Generation 4 has a lot of Pokemon I like a lot. I can't run from this Budu. It's too strong.
Generation 4 feels like about the peak.
That's the animation for Absorb.
It feels like about the peak of mid-series Pokemon design.
I think only Budu lives here. I'm not running into anything else. Why was that Budu so much stronger than the other ones too? It was level 7.
The animation of the wild Pokemon coming into the battle is kind of a bit stilted and awful. I'm gonna be real.
Roselia is pretty unique. Hey, that's Squovit. That's from Sword and Shield.
Burmese. Oh, Burmese.
But yeah, Roselia is very unique because it got both a pre-evolution and a new evolution at once. I don't think that there's any other Pokemon that has that. Alright, I got both simultaneously.
The inspiration for Burmy is cooler than Burmy, though. Like, when I found out that, like, there were bagworms that actually, like, properly assembled little homes like that, I screamed. I screamed.
Just screamed, everybody. I can't get over how tiny Perky is. I love it so much.
I tried to look up bagworm, and I just googled bad worm.
Oh?
Bad worm.
But yeah, I was gonna say, there are Pokemon that have gotten both a pre-evolution and a new evolution, like Magmar and Electabuzz, but they got them in different generations.
Oh,
What was
God, I
that
almost had
sound
a heart attack.
What?
Sorry, so I'm looking at images of worms, right? And looking at insects tends to make me a bit paranoid about being touched by an insect.
Oh.
My scrunchie fell out my hair onto my back, and I thought I was being attacked.
Oh. Alrighty. That's that demo for now. It's pretty cool.
So we're doing Riders X, then Emerald Ties, then we go to bed.
I'm not going to bed, but...
Well, I am.
Well, good for you.
Why did you do that in, like, SBO's singing voice?
No, that would be... Good for you!
No, that's Vector.
Wait, oh, you didn't say Vector?
I said SBO.
Oh. More darkness.
To live in the darkness, let's the ninjas greed.
Started choking. On my own voice. You ever just choke on your voice?
Elena, if you get a chance, look at the image Cassie posted in Nook's Bar and Grill.
I briefly saw it. I didn't see what it said.
It's so good. Put it on stream. Put it on stream. Put it on stream. I'm dying. I'm okay.
At least it's not the Hue Neutron image. You deceased and you became deceased and then revived when you saw that image.
Where he's going ballistic.
Yes. You died and came back to life like 5 separate times, I think. After seeing that image.
It's really funny. Oh no, That's bad, Shan. I'm sorry.
I'm waiting for extraction to complete. Okay, looks like we're good. Read me for real. Text. He's messing with the plants?
Oh no, that's not good.
Sonic Riders Unity. Thought it was called Sonic Riders X.
It can have two names.
I guess it is. This is lower resolution than I thought. Online play? Oh, you can't select that yet. 640 by 480, huh?
That's a nice resolution.
Let's make it match the stream. Yeah, this seems to be running pretty well.
I like the custom Sonic model they have here. It's quite nice.
Hey, this has good settings.
He has the big fucking feet. Look at the size of the fucking trotters on this boy.
Temporal anti-aliasing. I guess we can have Bloom on. Alright, that seems good. Time attack is all you can pick. Dream racing.
That's valid, Shan. That's valid.
Oh, the Hawk, Jack the Hawk isn't selectable.
Unfortunately.
Arrow would have a fit.
Arrow would have a shit.
I guess it'll be Sonic.
That's pretty cool, Shan. I like that.
Chroma put a Jet the Hawk emote in the child. In the, excuse me, in the chat. I was looking at the word child.
Open wide. Here comes the hawk.
Well, it was really laggy when it started, but now it's going fine. I don't know how to play Sonic Riders, so
Later, you really do say something sometimes. It's fun.
I didn't mean to say that. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'll forgive you on condition.
What condition is that?
Oh wait, no. You've never played Sonic Riders before, have you?
No.
Oh, it's the famously hard-to-learn racing game.
Well, Sonic has decided he's not riding the board anymore. Okay, there he goes.
That's because he's out of air.
Air?
Yeah, that's what powers the board, is air. There's drifting.
That's what powers me. That's what powers my butt.
Is air?
Yep.
Oh. Where does the air come from?
Bacteria in my gut.
That's not air, Elena. You cannot tell me that's air.
Okay, now he's rolling.
That's the boost button. So, Elena, you gotta be careful with boosting though, because then you run out of air faster.
I don't know anything. I don't know how I even did that.
Okay, so there's boosting, which uses air, but it makes you go faster. There's drifting, which also uses air as well. So you want to drift as little as possible. But also it's like a little bit, using a little bit is good, because then you go around corners faster. There's a lot of stuff that it would normally be relevant, but isn't, because this is only a single player demo. But I can attest that this recreates the mechanics of Riders pretty well.
Oh.
Like, this is pretty cool in my estimation. Also, when you come to a ramp, it's good to hold the jump button down for a little bit before you hit the edge of it, and then let go to do a high jump.
I can't anticipate the jumps. I don't see them
Well,
until I'm already on them.
Oh yeah, also if you do one of those jumps off a ramp, you could do tricks in the air, and that gives you some of your air back. As Chrome is pointing out in chat currently.
Yeah, but I don't know how to complete the tricks. I get a
Well,
C rank every time.
Well, I mean, just doing any amount of tricks is beneficial.
But I don't complete them.
Oh.
Sonic, like, he fails.
Well, part of the problem is that you're not doing the jump thing off the ramp, so you don't have enough time to do enough tricks.
Yeah, because I don't know when the ramp is about to happen.
It's a game of laps, sweetie.
I know, but that doesn't help. When I can't see them.
I mean, can't you see the ramp in front of you? Ahead of you?
Until I'm on it. Then I realize it's a ramp.
These quarter pipes are also ramps, so that's a ramp that's very easy to
Yeah, I
notice.
pressed the jump button on the ramp, but it didn't do anything.
Now you have to hold it beforehand and let go on the ramp.
Well, that requires planning. I still failed.
Oh, okay, whatever. Maybe we shouldn't bother with this one.
Does this ever end?
If you're doing a time trial, there's 3 laps.
But we feel like we've done like 16 laps. Does it
Maybe-
never stop?
It doesn't have a record, so I'm assuming you haven't done 3
Whoa,
laps
what
yet.
did I just do? Oh, whoa, what was that? I just took a massive shortcut somehow.
Oh, damn! That was pretty sick. That was
What?
pretty sick.
What happened?
Sweet.
Oh, now it ended.
You got some air from those
It really
tricks.
was only 3 laps somehow. Wait, but that doesn't add up. Why was lap 1 2 minutes and 48 seconds? And the other
Maybe
2
it
were
just-
less than a minute.
Maybe it just didn't notice that you did that one. It's been 4 laps.
The heck?
Actually, 1 second, 2 minutes 48 seconds. That is kind of incredible.
How was the first lap so long? What? Let's play as Tail.
Okay, so there are specific ramps which flying characters can go off of to start flying. I would maybe keep an eye out for those.
The lag that we had at the beginning of that level has stopped now, which is good. Oh wait, nope, there was a little bit of it. Still getting stuck a little bit here and there.
This is kind of a graphics porn sort of thing.
I mean, it's running better than Project Rascal.
Well, that is true. Well, Project Rascal's like partially open world.
This
you
has a
know?
couple of hiccups here and there, but Project Rascal was just, it was a hiccup.
Oh. Oh shit, Shanna's fucking cake. I wish I had goddamn cake.
We have ice cream cake.
You have ice cream cake?
Yeah,
Give me it.
it's from Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay, I don't want it anymore.
Why?
I don't trust anything that comes from there. You did a drift! I'm proud of you.
I asked Sasha about it, or cause I told her that we had ice cream cake, and she was like, "I want that." It was like, even though it's from the rat,
You know, it's
and she
from-
said, "I may not trust the rat, but ice cream cake is ice cream cake." Bis has higher standards than Sasha, apparently. Bis
Well, I
will stick
mean,
to their morals.
Well, it's not really morals, is it?
You are morally opposed to Chuck E. Cheese food.
I am not morally I just don't like eating shit.
Yeah, that's why you're
Not
morally
moral.
opposed.
It's not a moral thing.
This is morally
It's
opposed
just-
to poop.
It's not fucking moral!
This is morally opposed.
Okay, Elena,
This
next
is
time
morally
you...
opposed to me saying that this is about morals.
Okay, you know the bit with the gear that you keep jumping off of?
Yeah.
Okay, so to the left of there is a fly ramp that only Tails can go off of and fly. And get a shortcut.
It would be nice if I could see anything.
What do you mean if you could see anything?
I don't know, I have like tunnel vision with this kind of game.
What the fuck do you mean?
I only know what's like 2 inches in front of me.
Why?
I'm never
Are
gonna
you
see
like
anything that's to the left.
No, when you see okay, when you're approaching the bit with the cog, just go
What
left.
cog?
The gear!
I haven't seen a gear.
You go when you're finished going up the waterfall. Okay, you should be doing it now. Left. You see, there's the fucking. You did it. Oh wait, what? You jump. Okay, so you don't jump off those ones, by the way. You only jump off of normal ramps. You don't jump off of fly ramps.
Well, nobody tells me anything.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of the problem, is that like this doesn't have a tutorial or anything. It just assumes that you've already played Sonic Riders before.
Yeah, because they assume that this is for Sonic fans.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm a Sonic fan, I just haven't played this series.
You're not a Riders fan, though.
It has never appealed to me.
Arrow likes these games a little bit.
We'll play one more track, and we'll play as Knuckles.
Play Dream 1.
It's too late.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I don't know anything. I don't know things, Biss, I'm sorry.
Also, by the way, this is a really hard course.
Just like Biss.
I'm a hard course? That was a fly ramp, Nicholas can't off.
Sorry, I jumped off of it. You told me not to jump off that type of ramp. And I still jumped off of it.
No, but you can't. No, fly ramps are only for people like Tails, though.
What?
Because it was one of those
Why do they
ramps
discriminate?
that goes...
What
Because
do you mean they're only for people like Tails?
Because he can fly!
Well, so can Knuckles.
No, he can't! You're thinking of gliding, which is very different.
But Tails also just glides.
No, he doesn't.
He only goes
flies.
downwards.
No,
You
he
hold the
goes
button
upwards.
and he slowly falls down.
No.
Remember?
No. Elena, you're on drugs. In a coma.
Well, that's what happens whenever I play as Tails.
Because you don't press the button again for some
What?
fucking reason.
I don't know
Elena,
what
Tails
Tails you're
can...
playing as, but every time I've played as Tails, he just sort of glides.
What games have you played as Tails in?
Sonic 2 and Sonic 3.
Yeah, you know, where he can fly upwards. Well, actually, in Sonic 2 he can't, because in that he's just a Sonic clone.
Oh,
But in Sonic 3 he can fly.
but I only ever was...
Up.
He only ever glided.
No, because you don't press the... because you forget to press the button again.
Or you mean I don't know to?
You do...
Because nobody tells me anything.
You never considered trying pressing the button multiple times.
I thought it was just you hold it. You hold it in Sonic Heroes.
Oh, Sonic Heroes is a very different type of game.
I got
Also,
a
in that
rank
one, he
X,
flies
or
upwards.
was that a rank
In that
K?
one, he flies upwards. Tails flies upwards in Sonic Heroes.
I conveniently forgot about that.
Get wrecked!
You see, conveniently I did not. I didn't remember.
This game is graphics porn. Let's be real. There's
Yeah, but
a bit of this.
some of the backgrounds are low poly.
Yeah, it's because they're taken from a GameCube game.
Oh.
Well, a PS2 game that was also on
But
GameCube.
there's low poly models of the cliffs in the background.
Don't give
That
a shit.
That can't be good graphics.
It can be. Eat my entire
You have
ass.
to have 13 million
The entire
polygons
ass, Elena.
to have good graphics.
The whole thing.
You have to have 13,000 polygons in 2B's butt, or it's not good graphics.
But yeah, like, for the record, it's like Tails does the fly ramps, Sonic can grind on rails, and Knuckles can punch certain obstacles.
And Knuckles can
Also,
poop
no, he cannot.
and pick it up and throw it at enemies.
No, don't speak to me ever again. Never again.
Well, that has been nice.
Your second lap was pretty good time-wise compared to the first.
Yeah, well, my butt crack was pretty good compared to the first.
The first what?
Butt crack.
Anyway, I'm going to bed, everybody. Good night.
Imagine being the first person to ever have a butt crack.
I feel humans were the
ending
first.
with emerald ties.
Oh, thank you, Chroma. Knuckles does not poop. He has never pooped. Oh, Elena. Oh, can you show my Knuckles picture on stream?
Who's going to bed? People are saying sleep well.
Yeah, I said I was going to bed. Don't you remember?
Oh.
Can you show my Knuckles on stream? I'll send it to you again.
You're sending me a picture of your knuckles?
Yeah.
This is showing me a knuckle pic.
A nick, as it's known in the industry.
What industry is it that you're always referring to?
Porn.
Okay, best go to bed.
People subscribe to my OnlyFans and I send them nicks.
Yes. Bis edited the very round echidna into knuckles. This is just the roundest echidna that has ever existed.
Oh, look at them!
We love the round echidna.
Echidnas are such funny animals.
You think it looks funny, don't you?
I do.
This is also... Eri was also involved in this, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think less so than she was with her own thing. Prototype N.
The S in Knuckles is for Sphere.
She was part of this team. It's an interesting looking Sonic. I'm gonna turn this down one notch. Actually, 2 notches. Actually, 3.
I thought so too, Shan, honestly. Emerald T.
What did you think was T?
Oh, you remember, like, it says Emerald Team?
Oh.
There was a bit where, like, it hadn't finished reviewing the entire thing, and it looked just like it said Emerald T.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about this Sonic graphics. This depiction of Sonic.
Would you want to elaborate a bit?
I don't know, I don't know how I feel about this design.
Okay.
This looks a little bit unfinished. I'm gonna guess this is not finished. The way the trees are just kind of awkwardly there in the sand. Looks unfinished.
Unfinished goose game. Okay, so I will... One second, I'm looking up the description.
That's an ant.
For this one.
It's supposed to be ladybugs, that's an ant. Bitch, that's an ant. Yes, I saw an ant in this game. This is like a hybrid of classic Sonic and modern Sonic. This Sonic is. In appearance, I mean.
Wait, sorry, what was I zoned out?
This Sonic looks like a halfway point between modern and classic Sonic. Is that a Pokeball? There's a Pokeball in this game.
I think it looks more like a halfway point between classic and adventure Sonic, personally.
Well, I don't know the difference between adventure and modern Sonic, so...
I could probably do a diagram for you. A diagram.
I mean, I'm famously bad at telling the differences between these things, so it's probably
one
a
thing
failed
concept.
no. Also, I can't see the chat behind this window, so you have to read it for me, Bis.
Okay. Shen says, I have my own tea, I'll be fine. I like it so far. I know round Sonic and tall Sonic, that's all.
Who said that?
That was all Shan.
Oh, okay.
The main
I know
thing I
brown
tend to think...
Sonic and blue Sonic, that's all.
The main thing I tend to think of with, like... The main difference I tend to think of with Adventure Sonic versus, like, Mon Sonic is it something to do with, like, the proportion of the head and the right link into the spine. Let me go look this up.
This seems like a pretty normal Sonic fan game.
The thing I remember hearing about this is that the idea is just to do some good level design, which is, like, maybe more good TM than, like, most Sonic level design or something. I don't know.
Oh.
You know, like
Just
something that's maybe a bit more
pretty standard.
approachable and straight, a bit more approachable, more conventionally good.
I mean, it's Sonic. Oh, it has the drop dash, which I still never figure out how to use or why to use it.
Because it's a good way of
Just
getting a
accidentally
quick
did it.
start. Or changing direction quickly.
I mean, if you want to change direction, you just turn around.
No, but you can do it quickly with this.
Well, do you not normally do it quickly?
No, because you have to decelerate in one direction and
I
accelerate
mean, I
in
think
the other
we brought this
direction.
up before, and I just realized that I don't usually turn around in Sonic ever. Oh.
This vehicle really
dead!
is something.
Sonic died!
The flowers in the background are going ballistic.
Just like me in a second.
I am gonna be real with you, Elena, right?
Yeah.
You don't have the best strategy for this fight.
I don't know what do you mean? What else am I supposed to do? You hit Eggman
I mean-
and that's it.
It shoots forward, so if you stood beneath it, it would never be. It wouldn't.
But
get
there's like
you
a little
when you're
there's like a
attacking it.
little cannon underneath it that'll shoot things down that I'm trying to avoid.
Oh wait, is there? I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
want him
yeah,
to
you're
shoot
right.
down on me.
No, but that's only when he's up high in the air. I think he does that.
Well, I don't know that. Maybe he's gonna shoot it while I'm down there.
I mean, you could observe his behavior and figure out pattern. No, let's find. Okay, I'll
How do I
shoot.
know that he's never gonna shoot down there, huh?
Shan says,
If he shoots ya, it's gonna hurt.
Hey, wait, he was in his regular thing all along? Hey! He just put some wood around it for some reason.
"Just put some wood around it."
Remember when we played Sonic Wood?
I remember Sonic Wood. Sonic Wood was made out of Sonic branches.
Sonic Wood, Sonic Wood, Sonic Wood. Wait, is this Castlevania Zone? Castlevania Zone?
Well, I mean, I think the coconut thing was just like a modification that was around the main mobile.
So I said he put wood around it.
It was double crust. It says chroma. Sasha says coconut. Yeah, it was real shit, man.
What was
You were
real?
not lied to. The coconut machine.
The coconuts
I'll just
are
change
in
direction.
the house.
I'm now mentally checking how many times you change direction. So far, you've done it technically twice.
I haven't noticed changing direction. Unless it's just
Yeah.
the level, like, dictates it.
3. This is 3 changes in direction. 4.
What are you counting?
The amount of times you change direction.
I know, but what? What?
Just because earlier on you're like, I don't tend not to change directions, so now I'm just like interested in how many times it happens.
I haven't noticed it a single time.
What do you mean?
I don't think I've turned directions.
Five, 6, 7.
Well, the background here is interesting.
8.
There's logos in the background.
9, 10. 10 direction changes in that one. I mean, like, left to right, I think, like, doesn't most of the world write left to right? So they're used to scanning visually left to right, maybe, is the idea.
Oh, it's Super Mario Bros. 2. Well, yeah, this is just a Sonic game, I will say. It doesn't really seem to set out to do anything more than just be a Sonic game. I hope the John Gagz developer enjoys that we took a look at Blitz mode.
I hope the John Gagz developer has a nice day.
We wish the John Gagz developer a very pleasant day.
God, the John Gagz developer is a series of words that we have assembled.
That we Istanbul?
We assembled, not we Istanbul. Oh my god, what?
I was so confused. I was like, we what? We Istanbul? What does that mean?
You're funny.
Are you checking the chat for me still, Bis?
Yeah.
Thank you. What's going on there now?
Because it's multis.
That's an obnoxious sound. Nobody cares about Emerald Ties.
Emerald Ties is good. I'm just saying, like...
Wait, is this the same level again, but backwards and everything is rumbling? No, this can't be the same.
It's backwards and everything is rumbling!
It's missing out on having constant controller vibration.
It's
like
the same
Flocky the
level,
Cat.
but everything's backwards and the rumbling has begun.
Yeah, no, this isn't the same level. We are just going
Shan
backwards.
Shan says, are the people who get all the rings? And Chromator's like, yeah, I do, Shan. I literally time out all the time because I want all the rings.
The people who what rings?
Get all the rings in Sonic.
Are they... What about them?
Shan just asked if they exist, and Chromator's like, yeah, I'm one.
I thought you said are the people, not are their people. The lava is coming.
Oh, Elena, I have a weird thing I do where I will say the instead of there sometimes.
Oh.
Are the people. Are the people who do that? Because it's like, I don't know, it's like when you're in the middle of, when you're saying a sentence fast, it's like, it always sounds like people are saying that anyway. Are the dogs in the house?
Also, knock on wood, we haven't had any spam bots today.
I was really hoping one would turn up just as you said that. I think that would have been funny.
That's why I said knock on wood so that they won't show up. Fuming Foundry Zone. I'll play a little bit of this. There's a volcano in the background with smoke that's not animated coming out of it, so it looks a little awkward. How is the smoke cloud so still? Yeah, this is a very Sonic game. Like, it's very competently put together and everything. I guess it just leads to not having a lot unique to say about it. Just, you know, you want to play a decent Sonic game? This one will do ya.
Shan says I like the lava neck things. The Dino, they are cool.
You could do much worse. Picking a Sonic fan game to play.
You say that as Chroma says Chroma says just solid Sonic content is something there's not much of, so that's nice. I don't know if I agree. Like, if you're including fan games, I think like there's maybe a good back catalog of stuff like this. Like, I don't know. I guess it depends how wide you include the definition of good.
I wonder how long you can make a clip on YouTube, because I would love to have a clip on this VOD on YouTube that's just the Flocky the Cat segment. That part was pretty great.
Cause like
I know, and I gotta watch out for the fire shade.
Oh, okay. Chrome is clarifying that they mean like ones that like. Okay, Chrome says I think most fan games can't help but muddle it. I think I get what you mean now. I get you. I thought you meant just like classic Sonic style fan games that are good. But you're more specifically saying stuff that's just like just that. Just plainly that, well executed.
Like the plain hamburger of Sonic fan games.
Probably, yeah.
Without the pickles and onion and cheese on it.
Well, that's what plain generally means.
And no ketchup and mustard and mayonnaise.
Okay.
The ketchup and mustard and mayonnaise are Knuckles and Tails and
Silver.
Okay. I don't usually see Silver and things like this.
That's a shame. Like, oh, fuck. I have like an idea in my head for how I think Silver should hypothetically play if somebody ever does him with something again.
So you're a hamburger now, Sasha? I thought you were a slug. Should you play that she was a slug at the beginning of the stream today?
Could you imagine being like a little hamburger slug, like you're just like a little bit of beef that's sliding around on grease?
Okay, Biss, I'm glad we're ending the stream in just a few minutes.
Oh, don't be mean to me. So,
Biss, picture of Biss with a big butt. Why is everyone so mean to me?
Yeah, we need to make that straight.
Picture of tiny Biss with a big butt.
Chromosomal says Silver should just be a full-blown wizard, enough with the half measures.
Give him a hat. Polar pin. Whoa. Well, now we're in the snow. Yeah, it's snow. Anyway. So this is Sonic Mania menu. Just exactly. All concepts by Sega used in this game remain solely property of Sega, it says. Oh, I'll go ahead and steal it, I guess. You know, who's just... I want to see one of those where it's like, screw Sega, this is mine. And it's got like Sonic like giving a middle finger to the Sega logo or something.
I don't think I ever want to see Sonic give the middle finger. It makes me think too much of Sonic 4.
Tails is doing it then.
I don't know, like, yeah, I guess they would give the middle finger, it makes sense. this cast would be people who would. They're
Yeah,
out
there
of,
we go.
actually, I guess it depends. I think modern Sonic, I don't. Modern/adventure Sonic, I don't want to see giving the middle finger. Classic Sonic is fine. That works.
Credits to the artist, not sure who it is though. I want to see somebody make a fan game that's just outwardly disrespectful. They're always trying to like be like, please Nintendo, please do not take my game down, and then Nintendo still takes the game down. So it's like, just insult them to their faces then. May as well if they're gonna take it down anyway.
Okay, that's it. We're making a Mario fan game, and the splash screen at the beginning is just gonna be angry, crying Miyamoto.
Oh, please don't make a fan game. It makes me cry. And then it's like the me sitting image comes down and squashes it. and then the fan game starts playing. Please, I beg you, please don't make a fan game. The fan game isn't real. It can't hurt you. The fan game.
Oh, you're a fucking legend, Elena.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Just be actively disrespectful. Who cares? Record that and animate the sad Miyamoto, says Shan. Shan wants to see this. Don't turn my IP into a marketable fan game. I think I love the emotes that I have for my channel so much. They're all perfect. I can't pick favorites. I mean, my favorite is gonna be, you know, the Beanbug once that's here, but these are so amazing. I love them all. I love how they've all turned out. We're gonna get Beanbug and we're gonna get Peter. I gotta get a good picture of him to cut out his head and make his little face into an emote.
Oh, we can finally do at some point. Some people can finally do Peter and Puff posts.
I gotta get a good picture of him. Maybe I should look through the pictures of him I already have, see if any of them are suitable. Although I would like to have like a new picture. But yeah, the Weber emote is very good too, Sasha. Like that was like the perfect little drawing you did. Also, I can make it so that people can buy emotes for like $25, and it's like, I don't know, I would feel bad. I don't want people to spend $25 on an emote. $10 was already kind of pushing it, but I was like, well, okay, we'll make a $10 emote. But yeah, thank you everybody. Let's get that Beanbug in there. There he is. You getting your emote soon, pal. Thank you once again, Chroma, for getting us to the Beanbug. We need another 10 for the next emote, but I don't have any emote ideas, so it's not urgent to get to that goal. Yeah, thank you so much everybody for watching today. You still there, Bis?
I'm here.
Okay, we're getting ready to say goodbye now. I'll be back on Thursday. Arrow's not here this week, as I've been mentioning, so I'm just gonna stream Half-Life 2 Episode 2. See how far I can get through that in like 4 hours. I'm gonna like stream it for like 4 hours or until I beat it. Because, well, Episode 1 was only about 5 hours long. It was like 4.7 hours it took me. So
Oh, no,
I've already played
Arrow's
Episode 2 for
alright.
an hour.
She's just on holiday.
Yeah,
Kind of.
Arrow's in a tent,
Ish.
as you said.
She's in a tent.
Arrow's busy with tent activities.
Yeah, she's also fit.
Tentacles.
Oh damn.
Yeah, and then Friday will be Rain World. And then Sunday we'll get back to Rayman 2, I presume, right? I think we've given Sage a good look.
What do you mean by giving Sage a good look? Wait, are we done with Sage?
I don't know, are we? Do you think?
I mean, we're going to stream again on Thursday, right?
Are we?
Yeah, that's what we agreed upon would happen.
You I was just saying that I was just gonna stream Half-Life on Thursday. Were you just zoned out for all of that?
Yeah, I was off asleep. Never mind. This is the last Sage stream. Goodbye, everybody. I'll see you on Sunday from Raymond.
Unless you want to do a little bit more next Sunday. I feel like we've like seen pretty much everything now. I mean, there is a lot of stuff. Like, we could keep going forever. But
I'll see if there's anything good we missed. I just kind of assumed we'd do more because I guess then again, I guess I could do a lot of that stuff with Arrow anyway, so it's like chill. Like, we didn't do Outclass Hunter, and we didn't do Blazing Dynamo, and we didn't do Big Boy Boxing. What?
isn't there the Big Adventure?
Oh yeah, that means it's an all entire own stream.
Okay, well maybe we'll do some more next Sunday, or this Sunday rather.
It's still next Sunday, even if you say this Sunday.
It's this Sunday. It's this Sunday. Well, next Sunday would be the Sunday after this Sunday.
No, it wouldn't.
It would. Yes, it
Because
would be.
it's the next Sunday that happens.
No, it would be the next Sunday after this Sunday.
No,
It would be
that's
the
Sunday after
is
next.
the next the Sunday.
That's Sunday after next. You're
But there's
thinking
no.
Okay, I'm gonna look this up.
This Sunday is the
Next
Sunday that's coming up,
Sunday.
and next Sunday is the Sunday that's after this Sunday, and then there's
What does next Sunday mean?
I mean, I get
Next Sunday can mean the Sunday which comes next after today.
well, it's not what I mean. So
Or the Sunday of next week.
poopy farts.
I just think it doesn't make sense to say next Sunday when you're not talking about the next Sunday.
I'm going to fart so hard that everybody watching the stream will smell it.
What's the next Christmas?
And the next year's Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah. Biss. I like saying Biss's name, just like I just say Biss's name to them as if it's some sort of sick insult,
Yeah.
but it's just their name.
Yeah, you like to be a bit mean sometimes.
I don't mean, I'm just trying to be funny.
Aww.
Biss is
Shan
with
says,
me.
Biss, are you tires? I'm a tires! Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum.
But yeah, so that's the streaming schedule. Once I get done with the Half-Life episode 2, I'm gonna stream Mario stuff probably. Mario 64 and Super Mario Bros. Deluxe.
I'm a little tired.
And I'm gonna stream Hot Wheels Unleashed at the end of the month. We're almost to October. I gotta start thinking about what stuff I want to stream for October, what spooky games. I think definitely Little Nightmares I'm gonna play in October. I just gotta decide if I want to stream it or not. I think I'm pretty certain that Little Nightmares is gonna get streamed this year, and I'm gonna bring Cassie along for that because she likes that game. And I gotta decide what Resident Evil I'm gonna play this year. I could do Resident Evil 7. I still haven't gotten around to that. Because I want to play that before 8, which is the newest one. But I was also considering, now that I can stream from my Wii, I could play Resident Evil 4 Wii Edition. And when I played that the first time, I played it with the Pro Controller, the classic controller. So it might be fun to try it with the Wii Remote. I hear that's pretty good. Wii Remote aiming.
The tall vampire lady's pretty great.
Resident Evil 4 is a very silly game. I didn't realize, like, I think it's like, well, Resident Evil 6 is pretty goofy with like all its action and everything, but Resident Evil 4, I feel like, set the series on course to become Resident Evil 6. It's so corny and cheesy. It's so funny.
Yeah, that's relatable, Shan.
I couldn't believe how goofy that game is. Also, you want to know what my favorite part of Resident Evil 4 is?
Yeah.
It's that if you have a rocket launcher, you can just instantly defeat the bosses. Rocket
Well,
launchers
I
are
mean,
insta-kills on bosses, except for
it's
the
a
final
bit-
boss.
It's a bit like real life, like that.
And the shopkeeper guy always sells a rocket launchers are one-time use, but you can always find him selling one. So as long as you have enough money to buy a rocket launcher, you're good to go for the boss. You just have to sacrifice some of your inventory space for a big rocket launcher in the meantime. But I don't know, for some reason it was really satisfying that there's like these big boss battles and then you can just hit one button and win. It's really satisfying to me for some reason. Yeah, anyway, that's all the upcoming stuff. Thank you for watching the streams today. I hope you enjoyed.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed joining me, Bis.
Yes, very cool.
Bye-bye, everybody. See you next time.
Bye bye.